There you are. You got audio? I don't hear you. No, not yet.
Tony, can you hear
There
me?
you go.
All right.
You had yourself muted. Yeah. What are you gonna do? This weather's back to normal here. A little bit chilly. It's a tad humidity, but my gosh, I had my hoodie on today. Nope, can't hear you now. No audio. Notice just came up. Boy, I sure hope they don't happen to me. Uh, oh, well, I'm in my bedroom here where the camera don't work. I must have did. I don't know what I did, but I think I bought this thing for. Is it a 15-inch screen? I think I bought it for $900 about
For your
8 years
computer?
ago. Yeah, well, keep talking.
Pardon?
Yeah, now I can.
No, I'm saying you got a 15-inch for your computer?
Yeah, PC. This thing's about 9 years old. It's a HP, about a 21-inch
All
cross.
right.
But I didn't have that Geek Squad membership anymore. That's where, if you have problems, it's part of the package when you buy, what's that stuff? Your
The computer?
spyware stuff. Yeah, well, yeah.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
It's a service from a local electronics store. I don't know if they're the only store
Right.
that has them, Best Buy, but if you're stuck on something, they'll come over and fix whatever's wrong. I think it's $73 a year, but I got rid of that a while back, and they charged me like 2 years later. They charged me last year. I called up and I said, "Wait a minute, I don't, you know, I told you guys I was done with you."
Right.
I should
And
probably
what did
go
they
ahead.
say?
Well, they apologized and they took me off. Now they
Well,
took them off.
they
It's one
took
of those things where it's a per year, and you hardly ever need
mm-hmm.
it, but now you need it. But I don't worry too much about
Well,
that one in here. I don't like
yeah,
the camera. I have a Logitech.
but then also,
I have a Logitech
mm-hmm,
camera. I think I bought that for
mm-hmm.
oh shit, $15 US, and it was a way
Right.
better high def camera than the one that's on this PC. Anyway, you can see every pore on somebody's face. Very sharp. You're
Mm-hmm.
kind of your video
Oh,
is lagging behind your. Matter of fact, it's not even moving.
my speech?
Yeah, your hope. Yeah,
Okay, I mean, tell me what you see because
it's
I
like
don't see
uh,
what
it's
you
like
see.
a,
Well, I only see what you see.
it's a froze. Your picture's frozen. and
Well,
you get a little,
I'm using data off my phone.
you get a little bit of robot off of that. Falling. There you go. Now you moved.
Okay, what I can do, what I can do is, if you stay there, I'll reboot the thing. So I'm going to leave the studio, reboot
Hmm.
it, and back on again. But you just stay
All right.
there, and I'll be back in a second.
All right. Hmm. I should have this fucking throat scoped anyway.
Okay, how's that?
There you are.
Is that any better?
Oh yeah, yeah. You're moving around.
Okay. Well, I only see what I see on this StreamYard. I have to click onto another browser to check,
Sounds.
and I
Oh
see I
yeah.
was lagging behind a bit. So what I did was I explained. I left the studio, I rebooted it, then came back in
Oh,
again.
it's kind of complicated.
No, it's just the internet. It's nothing I can do about it, internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, you have is what you have, but the internet in the house is useless. So I actually use the data off my phone,
Hmm.
connect my phone to the laptop.
I should probably go have the. I don't know. I was gonna wait. I was gonna. Well, I got a doctor appointment toward the end of July, but I think I got something wrong with my throat.
You reckon?
What's up?
I said, you reckon?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. I don't fuck around no more. I go right to the hospital. I go to the ER. I don't want to wait around for a 2 week appointment. I plan on being out of here the first week of August, but I
I
don't
know,
think that's
yeah.
going to happen. So, every day matters when you think you got issues with something. If you go early, they'll go, well, you ain't got nothing. Why'd you come? But if you got it, they'll go, oh, you should have came earlier.
Well, I mean, put it this way: I got an order to get a blood test done when I was in the 4th of June, and
Oh,
when I made an appointment to have the blood test, there's nothing available till the 15th of July.
oh boy. I got a complete physical
So
coming up. What my doctor deems a complete, and they do blood work. But that's toward the end of. Shit, I think that's toward the end of July. And I don't care
well, I
what your
mean,
tests are. You know yourself better than they do.
true, true, because you're the one feeling it.
Yeah, my stomach. I don't get much out of there anymore. Just mostly yellow shit, so it'd be nicotine, But I
Hmm.
I had some kind of a acid reflux a couple weeks back, and I was choking because I couldn't, you know. But my esophagus lining is thin as it is, so that kind of burned. That burns. So
Do you do you tell your doctor that you drink a lot of soda?
yeah. Well, yeah. And then when I went to the ER, they said you could do stuff because I told them what I was doing for about a 3 week period there, or more than that. I was drinking a case of Coke a week and having a pizza every week. So that was the straw that broke the camel's back there because my stomach is not in very good shape anyway. I
I
already have.
there was Yeah, there was a guy that was working with me many years ago, and he was drinking a lot of Coke. And I don't know if he was addicted to the sugar or was addicted to the caffeine
Well,
or
it's
something.
probably caffeine, but it's just the sugar is the part that's kind of ruin you.
And that wrecks the
Well, esophagus. My lining. It's called Barrett's esophagus. What I got. My lining is very thin. When I first found out about it, the doc said, do you drink hard alcohol?" I said, "No." He said, "Good thing," because I said, "Well, I drink soda and beer." He goes, he said that I could develop throat cancer if that lining got worse, and just that
Mm-hmm.
flux thing I had because I was eating this spicy. We call it taco dip here. You can buy it in the store. Kind of a party kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. Uh, uh, what do they call it? Tostitos chips, and
Mm-hmm.
ate
Tortilla
two of
chips.
those. I had two of those within a month, and when I was watching
Within a
some,
month.
when I was watching somebody's live stream, it acted up. It came up. Um, because my stomach wasn't liking it. So I might have wore it down more than it need to be. It's best just to I got insurance, so paying the ER fee. If they do a scope, that means they got to knock me out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so they'll admit me this time if I go, which I think I will because I want to see what the progress of my stomach is with that extra medicine.
There's an old friend of mine from Cyprus days when I used to live in Cyprus. Hey, Phil, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, all is good, but stuck here in Ireland. Can't do much about it.
We're all
Can't get
stuck.
back to Cyprus. Yeah, this guy used to work in Cyprus when I was over there.
Mm.
In fact, we used to live in the same apartment complexes also as well. Used to have many a party nights. No, I'm just talking to Phil here, Tony.
What's that?
Explain to you. This guy, do you see on the screen there,
Yeah,
Phil Riley? He's a friend of mine from Cyprus days.
yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
So I'm just kind of explaining to you the situation, how I know Phil.
Mm.
Hey, Phil, how are you? How's the family, kids? I've seen a couple of your drone videos. Looking good. But I've forgotten what drone you fly. I know you told me there when you first got it, but I didn't have a drone in those days, so I wasn't really up on drones then. I fly the Maverick 2 Pro. That's what I'm flying now at the moment. Since last year. Spent about 5 months learning to fly it before I started up my channel. DJI Mini 2. Ah, okay, gotcha. Great drone. Great drone. I went for the upper class one, my first drone, but I spent about a year researching it. Oh, it was the Phantom 3 you had, the first one. Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I like your. I've seen your little drone videos, especially the one going around in the castle, that kind of thing, when you had it up there a number of months ago. Anyway, Tony, sorry about that.
No problem. I didn't even feel this thing go on today.
What? Pardon?
Hey, my phone. I looked at the notice there. I got notification of your live stream here. I didn't
Yeah,
even.
because you
It's
clicked. Yeah, because you clicked on. You've got YouTube on your phone, so that's
no,
people
no.
who's got a
Well,
phone.
yeah, I got it on there, but I mean, oops,
What?
shit. I had a message there and I just erased it.
Great.
You'll be
Fair
fine.
enough. Yeah. How's the things over in the UK? I hear it's open up over there. It's not open up here. Just heard today, news-wise, the restaurants and hotels are supposed to be opening up in July, but because of this new variant that's just out, which is not the vaccine doesn't help.
Yeah.
So even if you're vaccinated or not, It's no good in this variant, the new variant. And they're saying possibly we won't be opening up in July. Can you
This thing
believe
is
that, Tony?
ridiculous. It's never ending. I knew when it first happened. This doctor on TV said, "Well, it's at least a year of clinical studies, before you start making it." And I just knew once they got it's like the flu vaccine. You're either going to hit it right or you're not. Where you can't keep the world shut down forever. It's sad to say, but the strong will survive. And I may be one of the not one of the weak ones, but you can't keep you can't stop the world for something. They
Well, you
never
know Ireland.
managed flu.
Yeah, you know Ireland is split in two because of Northern Ireland, and then there's the Republic of Ireland, and Northern Ireland is part of the UK. You know that, Tony?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they're open up there, and we're closed down here. There is no border, so you can drive. How going from one border to or going from one part of the country to the other part, meaning the UK.
Uh-huh.
There's a change in the cement on the roads. That's how you know. There's no actual border.
There's no
So you can
welcome
drive through the
signs.
border. No, not before you get to the border. No,
Ugh.
but when you get over, yeah. But how you know you've crossed the border is the cement on the roads. That's how
Yeah.
you know because they use a different material than we use. That's how you know. So people can go across the border, party over there. They can stay in hotels, they can stay in B&Bs, but they can't do nothing over here. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah. I think Canada's like that too. Yes.
Oh, his daughter's school got closed down this week. Wow. Well, the schools are kind of open here. My sister has three boys, and one of her sons was able to go back to school early, and the other two weren't. So I don't know what this is nuts. I mean, we should open up like Florida has been open up. Hasn't Florida been open up since? When did Florida open up? Like literally open up.
I don't
Do
even
you
know.
recall?
No.
Well, okay. They've been open up a long time anyway, and they're getting on with things. And how I see is because I know people in Florida. I have relatives over there, so I see what they post. Going to restaurants, going to do this, going to do that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we can't
Well,
do any of that shit.
yeah. They had spring break down there this year.
Well, we can't, Phil, as you know, I, there was speculation, there was a little talk, but there wasn't much said about Ireland leaving the European Union. If it comes about, I don't know. Yes, Craig, that's Tony in the background. Craig is asking for you, Tony.
Hey, Craig, you're never gonna
Yeah.
get. You'll never get Ireland to join UK.
Well, I mean, put it this way: the amount of hell that the UK went through to leave the European Union,
Well,
and
like
they still
domestic.
haven't sorted out.
Yeah.
They still haven't. They still haven't sorted out the rules or whatever. They can't come to a decision, be it the European Union or the
I looked up.
UK.
Uh, I was talking to Christian for a while, and I said, "Well, if I can't get in the Philippines, I'll come up there by you." I looked it up today, and I can only get in there if I were already working there. Then I could leave and come back, but I can't get in. Regular as a tourist. Yeah, that's neat. That's neat, Craig. Down there, Craig's down there in Mississippi.
What was I going to say? I was hoping to get away this year. Well, I was thinking last year that if when I knew I couldn't go away last September, I'd be able to go away February. Didn't happen. And I knew with by June, there was no way I was going, which I was right. Now they're saying they mightn't even open up in July. So that's September gone. So I'm
Uh-huh.
definitely not going away this year.
Well, they
Not
got.
happening.
I watched a video today. Some guy put out what countries are open. Many of the Central and a few South American are open. Peru, Mexico, but I live on the south side of the city I live on. I have no desire to go to Mexico
Hmm.
because you don't want to.
Well, I mean, you can go to Mexico,
If it if Mexico if you're there in a
and you can
resort,
go. No, there's people that are open freely in Mexico.
yeah, I know. But I'm
Americans,
saying,
Americans, and other nationalities.
yeah,
There's
so
tons of them over there.
they have expat communities there, but I'm just saying I grew up around.
Well, I mean, these people don't live there all year round. They're only tourists.
Yeah,
But so, I mean, you can freely go to Mexico if you wanted to,
yeah, but I have no desire to.
right? You could
No,
go to Costa Rica.
Costa
You could
Rica and
go.
Panama, it rains a lot.
Well, I've
You
been
can
to
go to
Costa
Costa
Rica.
Rica.
I've been to Costa Rica. I was based
Yeah.
in San Jose. Had a great time in Costa Rica.
If I had more money, I'd leave right now, but I don't. So I can I can rent cheaper in Asia, but I can't get into any of those countries. You know. As a matter of fact, I got forms here for a 9A visa. I call up Chicago. That lady didn't know what the hell she was talking about. She tells me about forms for my wife to fill out to leave, which she can't leave anyway. And they want all of this. I mean, they want all this information, like you're uh, in business there or something. All you're going there for is 30 days, and they got all this shit you got to fill out. You know, you're going there for a visit. So why do they need your credit card statements?
Why
They
would they want that your credit card
well,
details?
they said that they want to know for sure that you are able to live there without any problems on the money you're getting.
Well, why can't you just give a bank statement and rub out your
Yeah,
bank
well,
account?
that's the Philippines. I like their paperwork. Now, if I have my wife here, like this other guy I know, I can leave with her and get a stamp for a whole year. But if I go by myself, they could charge me extensions. They're fools. You could make money on me, but you don't want to. Yeah, yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm reading what you're writing there, Phil.
Tony with a Y, Craig. Yeah, you know what? They asked that question in one of their older forms because in Chicago they didn't update the forms, and the ones I printed out are from the Los Angeles consulate. And it said one of the questions was in the old form, did you take a boat or sail here to get here? You know, I wouldn't even know where to dock.
I went by plane. That's how I went there.
Well,
Oh
I'm
God!
looking in. Oh, if I lose this house, I lose this house. But I was looking at.
Have you not sorted that out yet?
Nah, they haven't even sent me a notice because Biden keeps giving everybody these breaks. You know,
Meaning that the banks can't take back the houses.
right,
Is that what you mean?
right. Yeah, I still got the two cars sitting in the garage. They don't want this shit because when they get that when the housing crash comes, they're going to be stiffed with a lot of stuff, and they're going to be giving this stuff away. That housing crash happened to me in 2008. I bought my house. 2006 I had, and when the market crash came, I bought mine for 177, And when the crash came, the value of that went down to 121,
Mm-hmm.
just like that. So if they're out, people are spending, you know, 20 to 50 grand over what the house, or more than that, what the house is worth. My ex mother in law's house, its value was 135. It was nice too. They put a pool on. It was built in the 50s. You had bedrooms on each side of the house, and somebody bought that house for 220.
Wow.
I told my ex-wife, I said, "Can't you still cut me in?" Because they were giving a little bit to the son-in-laws too. I said, "Can't you cut me in there for a little cash there?" Your new husband comes in 3 months later. He's making money. What the hell is this shit about? But
Mm.
there, there, there's going to be another one. You can't keep those prices. Can't keep the if you're in one now and you try to sell it thinking you're going to get what people are getting now, are asking for, you're screwed. If you're a 30-year-old, 25-year-old, you're going to be in your house for 40 years, 50 years, then you're going to make you have time to recover. But not if you're 50 something or 60. It'd take you another 30 years to make back that deficit for that property value to rise back up just to where it was when you bought it. And it'll wreck my credit thing. But I was looking at some houses in Naples, man, because that's about as close to the Everglades as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of old folks. They got 55 plus communities there. Uh, if I have to come back to America for doctors and such, that'd be the place to come because their winter weather is 70 average 77 Fahrenheit. They got 300 and 320 or 320 days of sunshine a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's right up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to build a house for my son and my wife.
Well, I mean, if you can't afford it, you won't be.
Well,
And if
you
you
won't,
can't go there,
yeah, you don't, you can't. But well, I went through this before when I had bankruptcy before, and my lawyer goes, "You might as well run your cards up, not like the month before you go, but they'll automatically be forgiven. If this were back in the 70s, you were a marked man."
mm. Well, I never overspent it, and I never. The only credit that I ever got was a mortgage.
Oh, well, my mortgage and car is like two big ticket items, but
Yeah, well, I never borrowed for a car. I would never borrow for a car because it depreciates. That's
oh
why. Waste of time. If I don't have the cash, I don't know. That's it.
yeah.
Because a car, unless you got a vintage car like what you've got there, where they appreciate instead of
Yeah,
depreciating,
yeah.
um, no, thank you.
And debt market fluctuates a little bit too, but not much. You know,
Yeah, but hopefully, even if you broke even, you break even. But if you buy a
you
regular
could
car,
buy you could buy one off that Meekham's auto auction. I saw I had a '72. The one I was looking at on the show is rotisserie restoration, everything off. And that was a '69 or a '70. Eighteen thousand
hmm
dollars. Whoever did that car put way more than $18,000 in it. I guess it's one of those guy things. Women don't understand that part, but they'll buy shoes and fucking handbags and keeping a house a month
see
better.
what Craig right there, keeping a house a month ahead on payments. So he's actually a month ahead on his payments.
Hmm.
Going to pay this thing off before
Yeah.
they put me on the
You know,
ground.
I always hear people
Realist.
saying, "Oh, you won't get the tax break; you pay it off." But you know what? You get a peace of mind that you're not putting that payment in there anymore, and all you're paying
Mm-hmm.
on is the whatever the taxes are a month. If I bought a house in Florida, uh, being retired and a soon to be senior, I don't even know what qualifies for that. But
65.
well, I thought it was 62. Some people give you at 55, but
65.
well, in Florida, there I wouldn't have to. My property tax would be um, a lot less. They don't have
Mm-hmm.
a state income tax, so anybody that's a certain age there, and in Texas too, your
Uh,
property taxes are some cases nothing, and most of them you have. I had a VA too. I'm on a VA right now. This is my second time, and they gave me another certificate for a house. But all they do is they save you money on down payment, and and homeowner or what do you call it, insurance. But that's it. So yeah,
well,
you
Craig says he's 100% VA.
yeah. Well,
Same
I
as
got my
Ronald
VA.
is this. I think
Oh, your
Ronald
tax.
is 100%. Isn't Ronald 100% or 90% or
Well,
something?
he's 100% VA the disability. Ronald's
Mm-hmm.
got 70 or 80, I forget what he's got. 70, 80.
Mm. So he's close. He's getting up there.
Yeah, he's trying.
Mm-hmm. He's fighting
Uh,
for it. Put it that way.
there's Adrian,
Hey, Adrian, Connie, how are you?
the good guy of UK there. Huh?
Mm-hmm. I presume Simon is watching the game,
Yeah.
football. I know Gear. I know Gear is watching the game because I was talking to him the other day.
Oh, you were
So he's
probably a good,
definitely.
probably a good
Yeah,
idea.
we're on during the game.
Yeah, they
I
have
don't know who's playing. Let me check.
the weekend. They'll have games on here, Premier League, but uh, not during the week.
Well, this is UEFA Euro 2020.
82.5, man. My ex-wife and
Portugal
I had
against
a
France.
house that was a lot smaller that we could have. We had a 15-year on it. We had like 8 years to go. Not 8 years, 5 years, and she didn't want to stay in it.
Craig's interest 2.59%. I'm paying it off.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, Well, the other guy got the mine.
Unemployability and collect 100% pay if he isn't already.
Mine is ongoing. Well, it's not through the VA, but hey, you know what? I don't know what these people want from me. If I tell them the issue, they know the issues I have, and if they're saying that I can work, I go out there and I kill somebody driving or something. I certainly
Mm-hmm.
can't. I certainly can't follow instructions too long. I could be doing something for an hour, and all of a sudden, wait a minute, am I supposed to? Is this supposed to be this way? It's just
You get confused?
yeah. And you can't do that if you're working on a line.
Mm-hmm.
The last doctor I had, she didn't want to hear it, but I got tired of this shit. Every one of them asked you, do you think you'd ever want to kill yourself? And even if you said, I don't know, maybe, and they go, well, we'll see you 3 months from now. What the heck is that? I had a psychiatrist. This lady, she had her office in the basement of an office building. Her clothes looked like shit. She looked like she put her makeup on with a spatula, and she's asking me these questions. I said, I don't give a shit what that book tells you. You have no idea what it's like for me. Well, I think bullshit. You can think all you want. The only way you're gonna understand is if you're a little bit of being uh, sympathetic and just from observing. You know, you gotta do more than look out of that book that you were taught. 60 payments left, huh? 5 years.
6 weekly payments left.
Oh, six
I mean,
weekly.
uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And 10 to his house. So Phil is getting up there.
I, I have money now I could put down on one, but I'm not going to give it away. I mean,
But you haven't decided if you're going away or not.
I'll
So
be going there.
are you definitely going in August?
Well, no, that's my plan, but I don't think that's happening. No, I
I I've seen I was talking to a friend of mine in Davao. They're in a lockdown for 2 weeks.
mm. Yeah, my wife's they want her that quarantine shit again too. He'd only allow you out once or twice a week or something.
Um,
Well, what
put it this
what
way.
wouldn't be bad? What wouldn't be bad for me over there is that I have 545 square meters, so I can go out. I can roam around. Plus
Hmm.
it's about 15-minute walk outside the city proper. So uh,
Can you drive a vehicle anymore, or is your driving days over?
I can
Meaning a
drive.
car. Can you
I
drive a Can you drive a car?
Yeah, I drive. Well, yeah, I go, but I went the other day. My aunt and uncle came up, the ones that my parents of my cousin had died, and I went to see them, and then I went food shopping. But I only
Yeah,
go out once a week, and
yeah.
even on the, I'm like looking around like a paranoid cat on weed, always looking.
Why?
Um,
Why?
but one of my doctors told me, one of the neuropsychologists, she said, you know what, you may not be able to, they might take your driving privileges away from you. So, you know, I could really give a shit, really, if I'm not here. I can get a ride for a quarter over there. It doesn't matter.
So, do you not have the confidence in driving anymore,
No, I
or do
just,
you lose the concentration, or
yeah, it's a focus.
paranoid, or
Um,
I mean, you used to be a professional driver, so I mean, you
yeah,
should be.
yeah, I don't get paranoid, but it's just that when I was working and driving, I would second guess what the hell I was doing, even though I've been doing it for years.
Second guessing, that's not good.
Sometimes I
Your
would,
second guess,
I'd go through a light and
huh?
look in the mirror, see if anybody on there noticed it, because I messed up. So I stopped. I stopped. Went out for surgery for the cyst I had, but I still have this. I have this pressure above my eyes and the back of my head. It was due from my fall, and yeah, so I keep going to see doctors, and then the last one I saw, I said, "What are you writing?" Uh, she goes, "I think you should continue therapy." Well, that was November, you know. Um, so I don't know. I'm looking at them. Well, what's the hookup you're going to give me here? Who do I go see? Um, I can't get that. I can't afford that freaking. What do you call it anymore? That copay shit.
I don't know what that is. Can you explain?
Well, the insurance. It is. I don't know what ours is now. 1,500 a year. You gotta pay out of your pocket up to $1,500 a year. Then the insurance company pays the entire bill after that.
And how much
So,
is the bill per year
well,
if
it
you were to
depends what you're
use?
doing. I mean, it could be
Yeah.
30 grand,
wha-
20 grand a year, you know. Uh,
So why did you stop it?
I didn't stop it. It's that it starts off new every year. Well, I didn't stop. I
Yeah,
didn't stop. I didn't stop the therapy ones. They
payment.
did. They just never. You know, they
What?
never sent me to anymore because I don't
Well,
know
I
where to.
mean, it's direct debit. I mean, if they're direct debit out of your account, they don't send you any paperwork.
Oh no,
It's
I
just
ain't.
direct
Well,
debit out of your account.
I like controlling my bank account. I don't like nobody dipping. I don't like anybody dipping into that.
Yeah,
I
but this
like to
is
have
your
control.
insurance. This is insurance. This is something different.
That don't matter.
And if you're forgetting things, Tony, this is why you're getting yourself into trouble, and then
Well,
you're not helping yourself.
well,
Fair
they're not.
enough on
Yeah.
your, fair enough on other things, but when it comes to insurance, this is a different scenario. Because once you stop your payments of insurance,
Oh
you're
no, no,
finished.
no. I have health insurance. That comes out. That already comes out of my retirement check. I'm good. I'm good with that. It's just that you still have a copay every year.
Mhm.
I'm fine. Yeah, I understand that much. Yeah, yeah.
Good
That's
evening. I'm just saying, somebody's joined the house. Filipino Swiss home cooking. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Go ahead, Tony.
I forgot what the hell I was saying.
How could you forget already? You
I
only
don't
just
know.
said it.
That's just the thing, you know.
We were talking about your insurance, that you were paying €1,500 or $1,500 a year.
Here, yeah,
It
yeah.
was a co insurance.
I have regular. Yeah, I have regular health insurance here, and
Yeah.
so they already take the money out for that.
Hmm.
That's taken off the top of my pension check from them from the transit system. So it's the
Yeah.
copay every year. It zeroes out. You start over. So every year, if it's $1,500 a year, you're going to pay the copay to the specialist. Could be $50, $50 for specialist, and then you're going to pay a portion of that visit. So if the doctor charges the insurance company, just for argument's sake, $500, I might have to kick in 200, 175 or whatever up until I get up to my deductible met till my deductible's met.
Hmm.
They're not going to charge me $1,500 for one visit.
Hmm.
That's
I was going
where
to say, yeah, go ahead.
that's where they make their money. If they keep having me come back, well, they're going to make more. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
If they have me come back every other week, that portion that I'm trying to achieve to get to that 1,500 is going to take longer to get there. So they're going to get the more I see them, the more money they make.
Anyway, what Phil is writing there, NHS is the National Health thing over there. We have HSE, so our medical is free over here, and free basic dental.
We have our dental's not. I have that also, but
But
um,
if like when I was a taxpayer, I'm no longer a taxpayer. My when I had the stroke, my working days were finished. My GP, I asked him, would he give me a certificate to go back to work? He said no, absolutely no.
yeah.
So my days of working are over. But even though I'm not paying into the system anymore, I still get my free medical.
What this we got a government here. Probably everybody does that can't account for what they do, but they can't even manage their own budget, and then they take on health care. which is a big mistake because before it, a lot of people got absolutely free. You know, free for everything.
When
Now they have
when
national healthcare system. Everybody's got to pay a big chunk, a big portion of these bills. So by having the system we have, you got to pay when you didn't have to pay before.
but we don't pay at all. We never paid.
Well, they
As
do
far as
now.
I know, not in my lifetime. I'm
Well,
talking about Ireland and the UK.
I
We
know,
don't
but
pay for our health.
Canada has had theirs for years. They've had theirs for years. Their healthcare, and they just tax the shit out of booze and cigarettes.
Yeah, but put it this way: hospitals pay their doctors and surgeons astronomical salaries. Our
Well,
doctors and surgeons don't get astronomical salaries. That's why they
if
don't live in $5 million, $6 million houses
if
because they don't get that kind of money.
if I didn't have, well, see, my regular insurance from the company I retired from, that becomes my golly, I just got a freaking, that becomes my
Your
supplement.
doctors, put it this way: your doctors in the states are overpaid,
Oh,
way
sure.
overpaid.
You know.
That's why the hospital bills are so high for
Well, they years ago,
patients.
years ago when I was a kid, my dad had what's called Blue Cross Blue Shield. You could go to any doctor you wanted, and then they came out with these HMOs, and they were supposed to curb costs. You know, like get rid of a lot of the paperwork and all this shit. They did nothing but drive it up even higher. So and it
Okay,
now you have to get a referral from your doctor
hmm
or a specialist. It's got to be
Craig
in
is
that.
asked. Yeah,
But
Craig is
anyway,
asking a question. His grandparents are Irish. Wow, I didn't know that. You know, the
yeah.
best thing, Craig, is to communicate with Irish embassy or consulate that's near to you, wherever you're based. I know you've told me where you're based, but I've forgotten
I
offhand.
I I saw an Italian one once, and you get that based on um, ancestry. But what they do is you give the names and all that. Maybe they got birth and date, died, and they'll find it.
Hmm
They'll find their name. They'll find what they used to work or what they used to do, where they lived, and that they were bona fide Irish citizens.
hmm A guy I know who's English recently got his Irish passport. Now he's based in Cyprus and based in France, and he hasn't been back to England in a good while. Um, I told I told him not to bother coming over here because if he came over here, he'd be stuck in quarantine hotel for 2 weeks. So don't bother coming here.
Yeah.
So what he does is he goes from Cyprus to Amsterdam and then gets a train. He flies from Cyprus to Amsterdam, then gets a train down to France. That's how he does it. He's been back to Cyprus twice, but he's not using his English passport to go into Cyprus. He's using his Irish.
Mm.
But we
Well,
can't even leave here because there's police in the airport finding people who don't have a letter to say why they're leaving the country. There's actual Garda, not just the airport police. There's actual fucking Garda
this
in the
is
airport finding people now.
freedoms, man. Freedom doesn't.
Now
Freedom's not so free anymore, is it? Well,
they say what they
there's
said.
the guy they
Our,
kicked out of Ireland way back when. Simon put him on a little dinghy, man. He pushed him off. Yeah,
see
go
this
lad, go
what
push the boat.
see what Phil is writing there. NHS should be introduced in the
Yeah,
US. Everyone chips in tax, whether sick or not.
no,
That's what we did over here.
I'm
Never
telling you,
fear
man.
wondering if you can pay for your broken leg.
This is the
That's
land of the offended, man. You're gonna have certain people from certain areas and they're gonna say they're gonna bitch and moan and scream and stomp their feet, and it ain't gonna fly like that here
because it's
because the
too bloody
squeaky
late.
wheel always gets the grease here,
Hey,
always.
Simon, how are you? I presume you're watching your football. Yeah, I can see. Let me see. France versus Germany. Commercial break now at the
Close the
moment,
door
anyway.
this
So,
time, Garth.
okay, yes, both of my mother's parents were Irish. Not sure when they came over. Their parents wouldn't mind applying for dual SIM. Well, I communicate with the embassy and see where you go from there. Me being Irish, I don't have that problem, but it's like when I got the residency for the United States, the paperwork, 2 interviews, FBI checked, but still it took about 4 months to get my stamp in my passport. And when I arrived in the States, it took about a couple of weeks to get my green card before they sent me the green card. Because they actually said it'll take up to 3 months, but I actually got it in a couple of weeks. But what I did was first when I arrived in New York and was staying where I was staying, I went up and got my social security number and bang, that was done straight away. Drove up. I was living in Montauk, so I drove up to a place called Riverhead to get my social security number. Phil, you could get your Irish person. Oh, okay. Well, if you can, Phil, get it because it'll be handy because it's from what my mate Tim says. He goes in and out of France. Is still part of the European Union, but he owns a house in France and he rents a house in Cyprus. So he just travels on his Irish passport. He doesn't use his English anymore for the moment. Whatever. I presume he uses his English when he arrives in the UK, but he hasn't been back to the UK. So, boom. Yeah, go for it. Because if you get your Irish passport, Phil, that means your kids are entitled to get it. And I think your wife would get residency or something. I don't know how that works. But if you can get it, go for it. Now, there is a backlog. But I seen that on a documentary last year. So I don't know what the situation is now. Yes, Craig, she did get the job. Did you not see this? The video that she did. She actually did at the end of the video when she said she went for the interview, and then at the end she said she got the job. Yeah, she got the job. Sounds like greed wins in the US, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean their medical situation in the United States, it's a bloody mess. It's a bloody mess, and anybody who runs for president is always running on, "Oh, we're going to fix the medical." They never do, and I don't even understand whatever Obama did as far as the medical thing, and then Trump changed a few things or whatever. But
Because
I don't
Obama
even
had it all
understand.
effed up. I told you, I
And
told you, I told you. It's like a business, a government that can't even keep. They can't even keep their own affairs straight, and they're going to take on a monster like that. They did nothing but f it up. That's all they did, and that's all of.
okay,
You know what? Being a politician is great because you could make a wrong decision all the time, still have a job. You can't run a business like that outside of government. You'll go under. But if you're a governor or a senator or whatever, you can do what you want. You get free health care for life when you're a politician. Federal.
I know, Simon, you can get the Irish passport. I already know that because your dad is Irish.
Ah, man,
I'm talking about I'm talking about Phil Riley. He's a friend of mine from Cyprus, but he lives in the UK. Well, he's English. He was born in England. He used to live in Cyprus when I was living there. That's how I know Phil. In fact, Phil lived in Philippines, Swiss.
Good
Good
night.
night. Your life since the start. It's bedtime for me. Good night. Take care, Philippines, Swiss. Thank you for stopping by. But my mother's dream to go. Nice. Well, don't come here now, Craig, because if you do, you go into quarantine
Hey,
hotel for 2
they got
weeks.
bad potatoes here.
Now, our potatoes are fine, thing, but they just stick you in a quarantine hotel for as soon as you arrive, and you
Yeah.
have to pay for it.
I looked at that one in Norway too. They don't let me in there if I already live there and I'm working. National foreign
Mm-hmm,
national.
mm-hmm.
Look at this assignment. I can't get one. He said, "Ugh." Yeah, I wonder if I could get. I could probably get a Swedish one. I don't know how they work that. My mother's. God, man, my
See,
grandmother.
Phil says his. I hadn't asked Phil, was it his father or his mother? His father was Irish, so he 100% can get an Irish passport. No problem with that.
Yeah, stand down. Yeah, stand down, Dennis.
Simon says, sports are life. Like Maria says, rice is life. We say
Uh,
sports are life.
football's life too.
Nice one, Simon. I like the American you were talking. He talks a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a compliment for you, Tony.
Thanks, Phil. It's probably the only one I get the rest of my life, but I've always been a realist, man. I see things for what they are, not for what I think that what they should be. In reality, really sucks, but you have to, man. You can't do anything blindly. You know, you really gotta have. You really got to do a lot of your own thinking sometimes. You know, to know what is bullshit and what is not. You know, no matter what. I mean, on here we have guys that we have discussions with that, you know, they get rather spirited, and then the next day they don't come back and rehash that BS again. They just move on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Craig, they're not going. He's not going anywhere for a while. Mm. Do
Well,
you think you will be able to get out of the country in August the way things are
no,
going? Mm.
not as it sits. No, I got a bunch of paperwork here for, and this is baloney too. This is just for 9A is a in essence, it's actually a tourist visa. A 9A is if you have a wife there, and you want to go over
Mm-hmm.
there. It's called a
Mm-hmm.
9A, which it's just like a tourist one. But you have to put down
Right.
all this information, uh, uh, credit card statements, income statements. It
Well, I wouldn't give credit card details. There's no chance. They
hell
can
no.
forget that. If normally they should be asking the serial number for yours or your policy number for your insurance. That's it. To make
Well,
sure you're covered by medical, and they can
and
easily punch those numbers into a computer to make sure you've got enough coverage for your visit.
here, I put. Well, I'm retired now, so I don't make nowhere near what I did before, but I put down what I get. So a lot of these things I'm looking at, and I'm thinking,
Hey,
why
Dennis,
do they need to know all this shit if I'm only going to be there 3 weeks?
I thought
Of course, I can afford to be there if I can afford to buy the airfare. I
I
mean,
thought you
but
were going for a year. You said
Well,
you
I'm
were going
just
for a
saying.
year.
I mean, there you could get in there. You could stay a month. You could stay a year. You could stay whatever. But you're going to have to extend your what do you call it? Because they're only given what they're giving guys like me is they're giving me a tourist visa is what they're giving me. So after 30 days or 59, I have to start paying for the extensions. Now,
And
all
how
I
much is the
me
next?
logically to me, all I should have to prove is I can prove marriage certificate. I got the Philippine version, the American one, the report of birth from my son, in the United States and in the Philippines, and I have photos and a copy of my wife's passport. I don't know what this big to do is with all this baloney. It's the same, it's a lot for nothing, is what it is. You know, thumbs down, man. I think you ought to go to bed there, you little hobbit. Jeez. I think I saw him in that movie, Lord of the Rings.
A hobbit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see Simon up on the panel now giving you guff.
you you won't be able to sleep now, huh?
Well, he's probably watching the game in the TV room, so
Yeah, he
that's
probably
probably
got
just
the
typing.
he probably got the roadblock for other stuff. So do
Yeah,
not
well,
enter.
well, I mean, he's got Maria got a beautiful new laptop there recently. Have you seen that
she
video?
got she got a what? Oh
You know,
yeah,
she got the Apple. She
yeah,
got the new
iMac.
Apple.
Yeah, yeah. I looked at. Those are extremely expensive.
Yeah, same as well. She got the lighter one than I have.
Gee, if I
I
had a
mean, the weight is
if I
presume half.
if I had one of those, I'd have to keep it away from my wife and my son.
Well, I wouldn't even bring it over there, man. I'd leave it in the States. I wouldn't even bring it with you.
Uh, I might
Just
get the
bring
one.
your just bring you the laptop that you've got now.
My bank doesn't block IP addresses, but they're merging with somebody, so that might change. But
Well, I actually got NordVPN, so I can change my location to wherever I am, or
they're
to whatever country I want to.
uh,
So if I had Netflix, if I had Netflix on this laptop,
mhm.
if I want to see American, I just change it the NordVPN VPN to the United States, and I get the American stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't
I
know.
I I got a 2 year subscription. Just paid it off.
How much would they charge to your prescription? What they charge for that?
They were having a sale at the time, so it's under €100, if I remember right.
A month or for 2 years?
No, 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 no. For the 2 years, I've paid. I've already paid the
Oh,
subscription for the
okay.
2 years. I
Calm down.
paid it up front. They were having. I am calm. I'm just stating the fact. They had a special on. I knew it was on. It was before I even got the laptop
Yeah,
because
I,
I
uh,
wasn't expecting to get this. But
I,
to tell
I
you the
might
truth,
get one through my current uh, anti spyware company I got, but I have a,
well,
I
see
have an
with Apple,
automatic renewal with them for the what do you call it? I can put it on up to 5 devices.
right? With NordVPN, they give you 6 devices, but
6. Yeah.
that's six. What do they call it? With these Apple computers, we don't have to pay for the spyware.
No, no,
We
they
don't
don't
need
need
it.
that. They don't need them.
Apple does it for you for free.
Right, right, right. Yeah,
So that's why you pay a little bit extra for the computers because
a little bit. Shit.
they uh, they do the thing already. So you don't have to pay for outside,
Yeah.
say like McAfee or whatever.
You know what? I just thought about it. I was giving them crap about spending $1,000 on that, and I don't know why I did that because the one I have right now is $800. So what's the you know what I mean? $200 more. Uh,
Okay, Phil, take care. Good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Good
Look
night,
after
Bill.
yourself. You know you got me on Facebook Messenger, so you can text me on that. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Phil. Appreciate it. Take care. Sorry, Tony. I was just saying good night to Phil.
Definitely look for real fish.
You done caught the big one. I caught the big one. All right. There's a private conversation, it's a public conversation between Simon and Craig. Oh God. Tony's like barbel fish. Barbel fish? What the hell is barbel fish? Never even heard of it. Craig, he's the fighter. You're getting a bit of slagging there from Simon, Tony.
Yeah, well, you got to look where he lived, look where he comes from.
Well, he's half Irish.
Like,
He's part of the fighting Irish.
but he grew up. He was born over there, so you can understand that.
Yeah.
The other side of the channel there from you, there's a reason why they kicked him out.
But he wasn't born here, so he wasn't kicked out.
Now they
He can
stripped
get
him
an
of that.
Irish. He can get an Irish passport like that. His father was born here.
The only problem that he'll have is that when you're at one of those what do you call it, parks, you got to be a certain height to get on the rides.
Yeah. So you
You
saying Simon
you
is
got to be
small?
5'7". He's 5'6". They got that little sign there. It says if you're not this height, you can't get on the ride. So
What are you saying? He's not considered as an adult.
Yeah, so you got to get on the kiddie rides all the time. So.
Oh, you're so mean, Tony. You're so mean.
Hey, I don't smoke any cigarettes anymore, so I got to have something to do.
Not a lot of expensive electronics, but we have.
Yeah, Dell, good. I have HP. What is my laptop? This PC is HP, and the other one is was it Vogel? I forget. But
do you?
I talked to Christian about
You're on the You're actually on the desktop now, correct?
Right.
Didn't you
Right,
say
right.
that at the beginning?
Yeah, I've had this for 9 years. They keep trying to get me to switch to Windows 10, but I won't even upgrade to 8.1. I mean, I'm on reaction is slow on this computer, but I don't use it for work, so I don't worry about it. I mean, if it takes me 40 seconds longer for something to go through than it does, I got that time.
See this? What Simon says.
Yeah.
His desktop is Apple, and my laptop is Apple. He likes the Apple because of the thing, and he says even though I think he says it's 7 or 8 years old, it runs like boom.
Yeah.
Still, he left it on. He said he left it on 24/7 for like 5 years. It was never turned off once.
Wow.
Can you remember you told me that story, Simon? That where you left your desktop on for 5 years or something like that. 24/7.
Wouldn't that mess up the battery in there? Well, I do my phone.
Desktop.
I do my phone now. I got a ULE phone, FONE, UL. It's a dual SIM card one, and I bought it on Amazon for $220. The tax and all that. It came with its own soft, a rubberish cover for the back, and it's a nice camera on here. I can use my fingerprint to get on it. So that's cool too. I can get onto my banking a lot simpler now because I use my fingerprint.
Mm-hmm.
Before I had to, remember the passwords and log in
Password.
and all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but normally the phone keeps the password in the password collector, as they say.
Well,
So when
you
you
could.
put in the first letter, when you put in the first letter, then it puts the rest of it in.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
it will for the logon ID. The password's different. Well, you could have a password on, but if somebody gets your phone and you got all that coming on automatic, they're gonna be looking at your account. They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have all the information. So I elected to type my password in on the bank when I'm on the PC.
Well, I have like on the phone and
Hmm.
this laptop VPN. And as you know, it does have the antivirus built in, and that's updated every month for free, as they say.
I,
And I don't. The other iPhone I was using, it was fingerprint. Now this is facial recognition,
oh, okay.
like a recognition. If I want to use one of my cards, I put the phone. I go into that, kind of like the card, the wallet. I put the
Mm-hmm.
phone up against the machine. I turn it to my face. Or sorry, I put the phone up, put it up towards my face, click it twice. It recognizes my face, then put the phone back, and then it's paid for. Boom, boom.
Okay. Yeah, that's
There is
nice,
no
isn't it?
fingerprint. There is no fingerprint. But I have to take my mask off. If I'm wearing a mask, I have to punch in the passcode.
Does it tell you to take that sucker off, or you gotta?
No, it doesn't tell me. It just won't recognize unless I get a smartwatch. Sorry, like the Apple smartwatch. Then
Uh-huh.
it will recognize you with the mask. You just set it up between your watch and your phone, and then you can wear the mask all the time, and it doesn't affect. You don't have
I
to put in the passcode.
yeah, I forgot what the hell I was gonna say,
He
man.
bought his iMac in 2010, and it was on 24/7 for 7 years.
Mm.
Still runs the same.
It doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
got
remember.
on my phone. I think I got on each SIM. I got 64 or whatever storage is. It's pretty. It's quite a lot.
I tell you this, the one thing, like I didn't get the 9 or 10 iPhone,
No,
but I
no.
can tell you the weight between the iPhone 8 and the
Mm.
iPhone 12, Jesus, it's like a
This
brick.
mine is in the mine
It's
is
like
the
a brick.
shape and mine looks identical to an iPhone. It's an Android phone, and
Hmm.
it looks just like one. I think it's called 11 11P Note, something like that.
Hmm.
And well, the only problem I have is because of the network I'm with. If you send me a message, I might get it 8 hours later. It's AT&T for you. When I go to the store and buy a phone they got and it's a Samsung, I'll get my messages right away. But I was
Hmm.
having a problem with one of the girlfriends I had years back, where she'd send me a message, and then she'd come to work, and she'd say, "What's the matter? You don't answer messages?" And one time she said that, all of a sudden, right when she said that, my phone went off. The message went off. It came up. So,
Well, it's what you pay for. I mean, this is the most expensive phone I've ever paid for in my
no,
bloody entire life.
it happens to do with AT&T, not the phone.
Yeah, well, then if AT&T is not supplying a good service, I would change.
Well,
And
you
that
know
be
what?
the
I've been with them guys about 18 years because I'm too lazy to change.
well, then you're going to have the problems for
As a
all
matter of
this
fact,
for eternity.
they said they sent these updates to amend something in the contract I had. I never had a contract. The only time you're going to have a contract is if you buy the phone from them.
Craig is
You
coming up with an interesting thing there. If you turn electronics on and off, it's more harmful. I did not know that. I
What's
thought
that?
if you do give your electronics a break, meaning a rest, it
Yeah.
does help with the battery
Well,
scenario
with this
because
with
the
this
wear and
PC
tear on the batteries
with this
is, I mean,
PC I have, the PC I have here, I
that's
can't.
not, that doesn't even come into it. It's your laptop is
I,
battery operated. Your PC is not. That's just powered straight from the
but I
wall socket.
just saying with this one, I can't even leave it on temporary on sleep anymore. I got to shut it
Why?
off.
Why?
I'll have to unplug it and reboot it.
Yeah, and like I this is a brand new computer. It's only what, a month or
Mm.
so old, or 2 months. Well, a month and a half maybe.
Ah,
I kind of leave it on sleep mode,
see,
but
Craig, I had a Motorola G4, and I liked it. It had huge storage capacity, but I dropped it not even that hard, and it effed it up, and then that was it.
yeah, Simon, I'm the same. I've had the iPhone from start as well. You started 3S, I started with the 3, and my 3 still works
Now that's one
even
thing
though
there I can't do. I won't do. I won't spend a. I can understand the iMac thing, but
that see that, Simon, that still works. If I put a SIM card into that, it still works.
mm,
That's the first iPhone I ever got. The iPhone 3.
mm.
Incredible, incredible. But it's the old, as you know, it's the older version of the i3. Is the first iPhone, and it still bloody works now. If I just put a SIM card into it, boom, it works.
Some message here.
Uh, but not hard powered electronics. So you saying, Craig, is it good to give? Okay, I've got the new Apple MacBook Pro, and is it good to give that a rest, or is it, or should I just leave it on? Say, like, if I'm not using it, just leave it on sleep mode. Because I live in a cold country, so I'm not in, tropical country like where Chris is. Is it good or bad? Is it a good idea to turn it off, leave it on sleep
Me,
mode, or actually turn it off and give the batteries a break, as they say? Because I know with my drone
I,
that if their batteries are charged up fully, after 5 days, they 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 go down automatically. That's with
but,
DJI batteries. It's not good
but
to have them fully charged all the time.
yeah, yeah, right. Because then it won't know how to act. You, if you're using it at continuously having it in like that, and then you don't do it, and your phone goes down to 20%, or your what do you call it? Then it won't hold that charge for as long as it would have before.
So, mm, well,
Yeah,
I've been using, Craig. I've been using Apple from the start. This is the first laptop I've had in over 10 years.
yeah.
The Dell computer I had before, that went in for junk. Soon as I bought this, then I just gave it to
I uh,
Curry's.
I think no matter what kind of PC you got in the Philippines, it ain't gonna matter. Slow is slow.
Yeah, but Tony, he says his PC is working as fast as it was just out of the box.
Yeah. Well, how old is it?
11 years old.
Oh, my PC would if I updated it, but I don't.
You don't update it.
No, I don't. I don't.
Why
It,
not?
it's still on 7 Windows 8, something like that.
Yeah, but they've stopped giving the updates on that now, I presume. Yeah,
Yeah.
the updates when it was live in those
Well,
days.
they used to ask me weekly. Now they don't. Now once in a blue moon.
So do you actually update it when they ask you to update it?
No,
Why not?
it's sufficient for me. You
Oh,
know?
you mean to go from Windows to another Windows? I
Yeah.
meant the actual Windows that you're on now. So, say you're on Windows 7.
Oh,
They don't do any more updates for Windows 7, correct?
no.
Right. But when you did get the updates when 7 was relevant, you
Mhm.
updated it then, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
But they're asking me. They were offering it for free. They wanted me to change so bad to 10, and at the time people were doing that. It was effing up people's computers. Not everyone's, but I heard too many horror stories to
Negative.
want to change at the time.
Well, your computer, was it considered a good one, and
Yeah,
their computers considered a shit one?
I guess I don't know.
So if they bought cheap laptops like Chinese or something like that,
Hmm.
don't you think that's why they
Well,
had problems?
maybe, but I'm not a computer savvy guy, and I wasn't willing to take a chance.
Hey,
I barely understand the
Professor.
way they are now, so I'm not going to change it.
Yeah, but it's
What's
in
up,
English.
brother?
Hey,
How's it
buddy,
going? How's it going, mate?
Chilling like a villain.
you out there in that pimp mobile, man?
You know
Yeah, big
what?
pulling all the heifers.
You got the
Since
spinners on there?
No, I got the flaggers on
You
here.
got the gangster white walls and
Yeah, I
since you're
ran
having a
across.
cigarette, I'm going for one.
you
Go for
I'll
it.
going,
be
eh?
back.
All right.
I leave you and Ronald together. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can hang for a while here.
Mm.
Yeah, you can. Easy.
Simon. Yeah, you know what? I know that thing he bought Maria was expensive, and I was, damn, man, that's $1,000, you know? I can't see that for a phone, but, and then all of a sudden I thought, hey, the laptop I have now is $800.
And you
What's
just got
another, yeah, what's another 200 when you already spent eight?
shit. I spent what? I spent 1,000 on my phone.
I will never, not me, man. I understand for guys like Simon, he works, he uses this for work too, but I don't. It's a phone, man. It'll wear out in 5 years or less. It'll be shit.
That's okay. You only go around once, Tony. Buy the shit that you can afford when you can afford it.
I am not a large phone fan. I really initially all I bought them for was to make and take calls. Now I do a little bit more, but I'm fine with where I'm at. You know,
As long
for
as
what I
you got
need them for.
Yeah, as long as you got something that you want to, do something extra with, then you get something to do with something extra with. But if you just want to make phone calls and get texts,
Yeah,
that's shit.
yeah, get a dinosaur flip one, man.
Mm-hmm. Untraceable. I'm sitting
What?
here at the dollar store parking lot.
What about that burner, man? Like in the wire. They
Oh yeah,
taught
you
me
got
how to use.
it.
They taught me how to use that. They buy those burners, them
Mm-hmm.
prepaid or preloaded or whatever the hell you want to call them.
Prepaid. Pull out the chip.
Mm-hmm.
Throw the motherfucking phone away.
Yep.
Break it up. We'll sit it in
So
water with
where
this
you
whole.
at today? Out with the sister?
Yeah, I'm out with Philly. She over here in the dollar store right now buying batteries and whatever she needs.
Mm.
I'm chilling. Shit, I blew off that damn physical therapy this morning. Shit. Well, I woke up, it was 10 something. I had a 10:15. I was like, I ain't going.
Call them up.
Nope.
Got 19-inch spinners on a Chevy Sonic. Yeah,
You know shit.
right. Holy cow, man! You talk about a roller skate. That looked like
Yeah,
something out of a futuristic film, man.
all right. Who was that? Motherfucker walking around the car. Where this
Yeah.
cat go?
So, you've been Ubering all day or what? Oh, it's only what 1:30 by you, right?
Yeah, this is the first one. I said she called me after I woke up.
Or 2:30?
No, 125.
Oh, okay. 5, Oh, it's only 3:35 here. Okay, thought it was 4:35 for some reason.
You know, I'm 3 hours behind the East, two behind you.
Yeah, yeah. I just looked at it wrong.
I knew Gareth coming on today.
Nah, I forgot about that.
Right?
uh,
Looking like the vicar.
yeah,
Preach on.
I'm debating on whether I should go have my throat scoped or not.
Why not? Why? What's acting up again?
I feel, yeah, just lip noise swollen a little bit. I know when
Right?
I had a little reflux or acid reflux one time, and shit, I had to run to the bathroom. And I thought I was going to, I couldn't get any air. It's like
Gotta
my
get on.
throat.
Yeah, you got to get on that ginger.
And I had a spot of regular fresh blood, but after that it was gone. But it still don't feel good.
All right.
Starting to get a lot of
What's up,
nicotine and shit
Simon?
out of my lungs now.
All right. Simon just creeped in.
Yeah, he's been here. Just
You
don't
been here?
notice him because he's way down there.
Well, I ain't got the YouTube on.
Yeah, he'd be no kidding, man. I quit keeping count. I've had over. I know easily I've had over 30 cars in my life,
That easy.
and I used to save every. Well, I saved every license plate I ever got, but
That's right.
I knew those old roofing nails would be good use to snack, tag them up, hang them up on the rafters in my garage.
Right.
Yeah, Ford's got I don't care for Ford, but they got a new pickup type underneath the Ranger where it's easier for people to reach into the bed to get stuff. It's like a quad cab, a shorter box, and if you wanted to haul something that's longer, the tailgate can set up on an angle. Like you were going to lift it up, and not quite all the way down. And they really did a lot of homework on that vehicle, but I forget what engine's in it. I think it's a 2 liter turbo. No, it's a 2.5 liter, and naturally aspirated. I think it is. So
What's
yeah,
up, Craig?
Craig, you must have got a lot of rain over there, huh?
Dennis is here. What's up, Dennis?
Yeah, Dennis is in the background. Lurk, oh, there he is. Everybody snubbed the Viking last time. Yeah.
Well, put it this way, I didn't snub him. I was communicating with him in the background from on Messenger.
Well, you know what?
So
When we were talking, there was talk. Oh,
I didn't ignore him. I was actually talking to him through the phone.
When was Christian on?
Christian came on my live on Saturday, and pardon,
Where was I at?
pardon. Say that again, Donald.
Was I on Saturday's live?
yeah, he came on later than or later or before.
Yeah, because he had his live on. I started my live as the usual time, 8 o'clock, and then he was coming home from work. So then he set up a live, and from what I heard, like Tony was on his live.
He said hello. He said hello, and no one said hello back.
I was communicating with him on the phone.
No,
There was a
no,
reason for that.
I'm talking about everybody else that was on there.
Yeah, because well, I'm not going to say it here, so I'll say it
Yeah,
in
well,
private. I'll say it in private.
but hello's
I didn't.
hello. That's all that is. It's a greeting. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, there was a reason. You weren't there, Tony, so you didn't see what I saw.
Mm. Well,
Shit happens.
Yeah, that's exactly right. If a person does something or starts something and they're getting a little shit about it still, well, they get what they get because of what they did, and that's just the way it is. It just you're gonna get it, right? If you come out with something wrong, it you got to be able to take that and suck it up and get a little bit of that freaking fallout from it.
There wasn't fallout. Well, I mean,
I'm just
I'm not gonna discuss it here on
well,
on
no,
podcast
no, this goes
on
way
this
back.
note.
So, but
Yes, it does. There was something there. Anyway, I'm gonna change the subject. Next,
there you
Yeah,
go. Next,
thanks. 'Cause
put
shit.
put
you
it
gotta shout it out
put
when
it
you say next.
yeah put it this way. When we finish this live, you guys stay in the background, and then we'll have a chat, and then I'll explain what I saw. Simon knows exactly what I'm talking about because I had a conversation with him about it already. You guys don't know, but we'll talk about it privately later.
I know.
Okay.
Well, I know enough.
So he wasn't snubbed by me. I actually communicated with Christian.
88, man, damn. It's like freaking 35 Celsius down there by Craig. Heat index 96.
See
Oh,
that message, Ronald, from Simon?
yeah.
You don't
Oh,
look
no.
good.
Oh, hell yeah. What the hell? I don't need no alcohol.
Too bad you can't. Too bad everybody can do. Too bad anybody can't do that. Everybody can't just turn it off.
Oh, yeah. I can turn it off like I turned it back on. But the turn on was the worst. I
Mm.
got awake.
You've only got on all the time you've been on here. I think you've only gotten testy twice.
I'll get testy more times. Not drinking.
Well, I'm just saying this stuff made you testier than you'd ever, But
Yeah, but
anyway,
because my bullshit
I don't
alarm.
know if there's any. I don't know if there's any such thing as a good drunk, but if there were, that'd have been you.
I'm a good girl.
Well, I
Well, I
mean,
don't like to start shit.
I mean, I was off it for 3 months. Went on it for one day, and I've been off it since. I went on it on the 3rd of June, and I've been off it again for. Till I'm going to stay off it now till 3rd of September.
I
Then
don't
I'll
need.
have a few beer. I'll have a few beer, but I've been losing the kilos.
You know
The kilos
what?
have been dropping off me, man.
You know
I
what would
swear to
make
God,
it.
it's no
What
bullshit.
would make it bad for me is if I had a roommate here, because then I would drink. Because but I won't drink alone. Well, not all the time.
Figure,
Well,
Simon. I don't have a job, so I was drinking way more than you were. I was getting up in the morning fixing
Oh,
4 and 5 straight ones.
that was your live stream. I thought that was Maria's live stream.
yeah, I was asleep during that. When you texted me earlier, Tony,
Mm-hmm.
asking me things, I was in a food coma. That's why I was giving you short answers. I was not, and I only woke up at 20 to 8.
Mm.
So when I gave you the thumbs up on the last message, Tony, I
Uh-huh.
conked out after that, and I slept till 20 to 8.
Probably wasn't a pretty sight either, huh?
No, it was a food coma.
Food coma.
Damn, she was in there a long time, but her California ass. Yeah, you heard what Duterte said. Yeah, I don't get this vaccine. I'm locking folks up, but he was just frustrated. He don't mean that.
Yeah, guy's losing his edge there. People are starting to get whatever so about him.
All right.
Simon did a live when he was driving home from work, probably. That's why he couldn't answer. because he can't text while he's driving.
I saw Simon on this morning, but I mean that was after 2 hours when I woke up.
Yeah, well, you're 8 hours behind us, Ronald. So that's we don't expect you to be up at that time. Like if I woke up early this morning, I'd be on Simon's, as he knows. But I was asleep.
Get
I saw the notification when I woke up at 10 this morning. But
Not
I was
unless I'm
okay.
kitty cat. That pooty tang.
No, I wasn't talking to you, Craig, about the Christian thing. I was talking to the guys.
The hell. Well, Tony, it's gonna get scorcher up in here. Come Friday, we looking at 97. Sunday, Saturday, 101.
Really? Jesus, we're only getting we're getting into the low 80s the rest of the week, I think.
Yep. 80
Yes.
tomorrow, and then 93 and 101, another
No,
101.
I haven't had to cut the grass in going on 2 weeks now because the heat just cooled everything. But
Well, let's
with this rain right here, when it gets done, the first warm day, the stuff will shoot up like
all right.
quick. Let me see what
Well,
I'm getting.
it's pretty cool right now. We got a cool breeze going. It's what?
That's what we got. Let me see. Shit. 75 today, 77, 82, 79, 79. So that's pretty, still pretty good for June.
All right. What we looking at here in Bremerton? 70, so it says, but I don't think it's 70.
Because we always get the moisture coming up from the Gulf, but if there's a cold front, there's going to be a storm. So
All right.
Going on Craig's question there, that he says he's been on antibiotics for quite a drinking every now and then, a couple of beers, but I've been on IV antibiotics since last August. I thought you weren't supposed to be on antibiotics after 2 weeks. Because then it's when you're still taking antibiotics, it's not effective after 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm only doing it off the beer just to lose the weight, Craig. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Yes, I get the urge, but
get the urge to do a lot of things. You can't do it though.
Yeah, but I just overcome it. I just say no, and that's it. Forget about it.
If I were in an atmosphere, a joyous one, and hanging out the tiki bar, some shit like that.
Yeah, well, that would be a different.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, for sure.
But just to be doing it. No, that ain't me.
Well, I mean, I just want to lose the weight. That's the only reason I'm doing it, and it's working. I lost 4.5 kilos in 3 months. So if I stay off it for 3 months, if I stay off it another 3 months, it would be a blessing if I lose another 4.5 kilos.
I see some pretty good, Craig. I see some pretty good prices in Pascagoula, but I bet that extra insurance for the hurricane shit probably makes.
You got that hamburger helper out of your system yet, so you can.
Do you know what?
Uh-oh.
Do you know what? I cooked a kilo, so I used actually 2 boxes today, and so
what?
2 boxes because I
2 boxes.
Yeah, listen. They recommend you put a pound of beef in with 1 box.
Right.
The mince that I had was 1 kilo, so that meant I had to cut it in half. So I just cooked the whole kilo of beef, put 2 boxes in. Simple.
Save from cooking tomorrow.
I just stick it in the microwave tomorrow and it's there.
Did you have a spoon in each hand while you were eating it?
No. It's in
just
the fridge.
shoveling it.
It's in the fridge. It's in the
like
fridge.
A video game.
Oh, and it was glorious. Glorious.
Oh,
glorious.
Almost as good as Pootie Tang, huh? Almost.
No, it was not.
Well, you're smiling like you had it. Shit.
It was nice to have. It was nice. Like, put it this way. Hey,
That's Tony.
¿cómo
Talking about
está?
you're talking about that food like you're talking about putty tang.
Mate, I haven't had hamburger helper in a long time. You can get it anytime you want, Tony.
So it had.
Hey, Tony.
So
Oh, there you
it
go.
was nice.
This my thing.
Hola.
Oh, hold on. What the hell? I'm not Spaniel. No.
Hello.
Filipina. Tony, you know that. If I say ate. All right, boys, don't be shy. Y'all can talk. Acting like
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Well,
still
now we
here.
got to clean it up.
Looks like
okay.
you're having nice weather over there, Ronald.
Oh yeah, it's nice and cool for now. But this
Would you,
weekend, like I told Toby, it's gonna be 101.
can you do me a favor if you're going to remember when the next time you go to a supermarket, can you check the price for a 12 pack of A&W root beer? I just
Cop.
want to kind of like check it between from my supplier in France.
Let's get a barrel.
Yeah, I've got 4 cans left. I got a 12 pack with the consignment that I ordered. But the next time I'm gonna have to order a case of it. Two 12 packs. I just want to see somebody turned off Ronald's camera. Ronald, your camera's turned off, but you're still there.
That's $200 a month, Craig. Over that. Shit. With wind and hail damage cover. That's just for wind and hail. You're spending extra $200 a month just for that.
What's a flood insurance?
Yeah, I looked at some properties. One was down in Port Arthur, Texas, and it was right on the other side of the Gulf, their portion of the Gulf, and it was the first house right next to it, and they put up all these concrete barriers. They did all this stuff with the road or the wall to make sure that to help the water not washing anything away there. I think that was that for hurricane. That's like 100. Was that an extra $100? 150, something like that. 125.
No, we don't have severe weather like certain states gets
Well,
hurricanes and things like that.
he's in a where he's at. What do you call it too? Bay St. Louis. It's kind of like living in the bayou right next to Louisiana.
Right. Friday night is your night, Simon. Is that what you're saying? Uh, Ronald, I don't know if you can still hear us, but your friend has turned off the video. I don't know if she's muted your mic as well, but you're still in the room, as they say. But your video is turned off. She must have pressed off it. Anyway, you'll be back when you're back, as they say.
Right then. Speak of the
Yeah, I don't
devil.
know.
Should have heard him. You should have heard him, Ronald. Man.
I was still kind of talking to you, Ronald. I guess you must have touched off the screen and turned your video off. Right, gotcha. North American women requirements, big wallets, not much for Jim and the twins. Whatever that means. Do you know what that means, Tony, or what Dennis is typing there?
North American wanted to send my son a message, and it picked up everything you said on the phone.
Did you have your YouTube open on your phone?
No, I'm sending my son a message on text to speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
sorry. Gotcha.
when I
Right.
looked at it, now look, now he's gonna. I get it.
Yeah, you need to mute this, not yourself, because you can still hear me now, Tony. I know that. If you leave the room, then you shouldn't be able to hear me. If you're leaving a voice message for your son.
Yeah, switch to my phone. I had you guys on the laptop first.
Yeah, it's got here.
Oh,
North American women. Well, what they do, they got for what they got. They're on them curly. Oh. So he sent me a message back. He goes, "I don't know what you're talking about." I said, "Well,
Ronald,
that's okay because neither does the guy that was saying it."
Ronald said he was using the laptop in the car. I thought he was actually using the phone.
Oh, really?
No.
Now you ain't on your phone, right?
Oh, he's on his phone now.
Yeah, those are requirements. Big Wallace, yeah.
I can't. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in a long time. I don't even remember what it tastes like. Is it a lemony
See?
taste or something? Yeah.
That's me, man. I got I had mine like that too.
Gotta have it. I just brought it because I get better porno on the laptop.
Oh, gee. You ain't saying that. You ain't saying that with the lady in the car, right?
No, I think on. I say it in front of her. Shit, I'm grown. If I say 24/7 Asian, she won't know what I'm talking about.
So, Craig, how did you happen to have such good luck and never? I don't know what the secret is, because if that had been me, I was running around doing it like a rabbit back then. You know, it it. I was gonna have kids. It was just about with who.
Well, you don't have to get married to have kids.
No. I told my son that once at the DMV. We're talking while the lady's doing the license plate thing, and I was saying, by the way, I don't know what we were talking about. I said, he's talking about having children. I said, we don't got to be married to have those.
Yeah,
And
but
Yeah,
you
the,
young kids
and the lady,
nowadays, y'all don't know the stigmatism.
he
Y'all
was
don't remember the
20,
stigmatism
20.
when y'all back in the day when you having bastard kids all over the place. They don't. My
Look at
my
this guy.
generation don't look kindly to that. So we
Wearing,
either marry the damn cow because we
Mm-hmm.
getting the milk for free.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't want no bastards.
Well, I mean, put it
the
this way:
hamster, huh?
my ex is married to somebody else, and she has a kid by somebody else, even though we have a son together. So
She's married to it, so that boy is
yeah, well,
or
I presume
child.
I presume the second child that she had over here is the biological father of her second child. So
My
I don't know for a fact because I don't know,
my
but
son
I just presume he's
my
the
son
father.
said his girlfriend now is going to be a while before he has any kids with her. She said, and I want to talk to him about that today, because I think she tells them what they do, whatever she wants all the time. And on Father's Day, they were up at this thing here in Wisconsin, having a good weekend with friends. And then on their way back, they're going to stop at her dad's house to eat. I said, well, you could come here and eat, and she can eat there. It's Father's Day. So apparently she doesn't care anything about anything that he cares about. Only what she lays out the plans for everything. Father's Day is Father's Day. It ain't Wednesday. It's Father's Day. And that day is for you and whatever, your son to visit the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Not to have your girlfriend take you to her dad's house for dinner and not even bother coming over here. Because believe me, he is like my dad. I said, you're like my dad. You want to do as little as you can to make it through everything in this world. You're exactly like him. And your day is going to come when you're going to have children, and you're going to wonder why they don't come around.
I don't care either.
Nope. You know what? Like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. And all I can say to him, I gave him advice before. I said, if this girl's got a good paying job, you don't want to work hard. So if she got a couple of pounds on her, ain't nothing wrong with that. So now he's got one of those. She makes a lot of money, and she's, a little beefy. But I said, I'm going to say to him, if you're letting her lead you around by a chain right now, you're not going to like that. When you get older, you're going to start to resent it.
Obesity is out of control in this
Well, she ain't that huge, but I would never,
I'm looking at the one that just came out of the grocery outlet. Ooh, her ass must be at least 50 inches across.
Oof. Yeah, it's a bit much.
Yeah, but I'd rather see it on her ass and then in the front.
Oof. You know what? You could have the same woman be the same weight, and it be if it's proportion correct right, it's attractive. But if it's not, I've only seen a couple of huge women that didn't have any nothing else.
You know there was no obese women in Egypt.
No.
None in Rome, not in Greece. I mean, they was plump, but they wasn't like these chicks.
Yeah. Well, up here they kind of get that way for the wintertime, like the bears do, But
what is she? Some kind of whale storing up fat?
I don't know. I got a belly like I'm 9 months pregnant, so I should talk. But
I just bought me one of those belly wraps so I can knock out this little bit of stomach I got.
Chicken, sausage, ham, gumbo, huh?
I don't mind the 32-inch waist. I just don't mind the gut that came with it.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want no gut to be flopping up and down on me like that.
I just got rid of them love handles. I'm trying to get rid of these man boobs. I don't need a man's ear.
No, you're. You got them if you start to jog and.
No, all that physical therapy and they be doing, they working them out slowly but surely.
The weightlifters here call those bitch tits.
Yeah, they like them because they can, like Terry Crews, he can,
make them
twerk
move.
them. Yeah. I don't need all of that.
We had a guy here. He's on steroids, but people giving him shit about them bitch tits, and he offed himself.
What?
He couldn't take it.
All you had to do was get them reduced, sucked out, or something.
Well, I don't know.
Crazy.
It's one of those things where it's funny one time, but if you keep on doing it, then you don't need to.
But a man should have thicker skin than that, though. Damn.
Well, I don't know, man. He might have been on them roids. That'll mess up a guy's mind.
See what Craig wrote there? His wife's mom has had 8 kids and still under 100 pounds. So basically, it's what you eat and it's what you drink.
Damn.
Right.
Those guys were pretty loud.
Right. You see some of those thin Filipinos with 12 kids and still skinny.
Yeah, it's what they eat. It's what they consume.
Right. And they don't eat a lot when you got 12 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And some people just predisposed to being big.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
And
mean,
no matter what you eat,
I'm 5'10", and I played a bit of rugby in school, and I played hockey, and I was on the school's swimming team. And then when I got out of school, I was into scuba diving and things like that, and working. It's only when I got out of the transport business, and then I was living with my son's mother, I started to spread because I was eating rice basically every day,
oh,
and I was kind of like addicted to rice. And I'd have a big
mm,
plate of rice, and then whatever she made, you just put it on top. Calderetta, she did different things. But for some reason, I just got addicted to rice, and I was eating it every day, and I just went.
Oh man, Craig kissed. Garth kicked himself off.
Yeah, I got the problem with the internet
It's
here. Even on the phone, we lost Ronald.
he's sideways.
You still there? Well, I didn't see. My internet basically went dead, so I left the studio, rebooted, and then came back in again. But when I came back, Ronald was gone. It's just a black screen. So what I'll do is I'll
Screen louder,
remove
huh?
that.
The
Yeah,
big
maybe
ones.
the what?
Craig, question there.
I got Ronald Craig Dennison off to.
You got a migraine laying right next to you.
Okay, yeah. Take care. Good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh man.
Don't them big girls scream louder, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You give $1 to make them holler. No, what? What do you say? Oh,
Take care. Is it the Slayer headache? Saturday is somewhere warm with the. You're gone sideways now, Ronald. Plus, you're frozen. Do. Oh, he's back. Craig, thanks for another day, another telling a story. Do. Tony's gone walkabout. Hey, see that, Ronald? Tony's gone walkabout. He never says. Sometimes he doesn't mute, sometimes himself when he goes off to the bathroom. I had to mute him once. We could hear everything. Oh my God. Funny. That was a bit of a laugh. Bit of a laugh, as they say. Oh, the game's over. The game between. Uh-oh.
shit, I can barely hear you.
Something happened. Player went running against another player for some reason. Don't know who won yet.
Every time
Okay,
somebody
Smurf.
calls me, it knocks me off the Bluetooth.
Ah, gotcha. I was
I'm
wondering
trying
why
to.
you were going off all the time. I just thought it was your battery or your data was acting up.
No, I don't mess around with data. I got unlimited. I don't play.
Hmm.
I don't
Well,
even use the 25 gigs they give me.
is that all they give you per month? 25 gigs?
Yep, and I don't never use a gig.
Yeah, well, mine's unlimited, so I don't know how many gigs I use. But
Probably get 25.
no. I get 100%. All my data is covered. I mean, all my live streams are done through my phone. I don't use the house
Right.
internet here
When they
because
say
it's
unlimited, they mean unlimited. They give you a certain amount here, but then if you go past that, then they throttle down.
well, I've done 14-hour and 12-hour and 10-hour live streams using the phone,
All right.
and it's nothing comes up on my phone that I've reached the limit. So I don't know how many gigs I'm using per stream because it doesn't actually tell me. It just says unlimited. If I click onto it, it'll say how much I've used, but I don't even bother looking.
Well, when I used to use Xfinity Mobile,
It's not the best.
and I'd get unlimited,
I'm not
they
even going
give
to
you
try.
20. What up? Look at this.
Not even going to try.
Going on social distancing.
Who's that?
These my boys in overseas.
Oh, this man is a great man. You got a good friend, bro.
See?
Cheers,
See,
man.
Joe. Love you too, bro. That my boy Joe. He looking good. He lost a whole lot of weight. He used to be short and round,
Oh,
and I
that's
think
my
had a heart
data. I
attack or a stroke. It's his whole life.
know.
I can barely hear you. Oh,
I don't know what's
see if I
happening
can
here.
get back in. Hold on.
I can't tell. What is this from my end? Okay, that was Ronald's end. His internet, and I don't know. Oh, Tony, you're back.
Yeah.
Tony, I
Yeah.
see you unmuted yourself, so that's how
Yeah.
I knew you were
I
back.
just sat down. I guess there's some flooding going up there in Angeles City. Well, now I'm the only one here. It's my show now, I guess. What are you saying, man? I go to piss while I'm watching your show, Simon.
I had to reboot there because I didn't know if it was coming from Ronald's end or was it coming from my end.
I
But I had to
had
leave
I
the
don't know, but it was mighty low. I had to come out so I
studio.
could hear you. Now I can hear you fine.
I had my own show here for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Well, you knew I'd come back because if I had ended the broadcast, everybody would have been gone.
Yeah,
That's the good thing about this. You can leave. The great thing about StreamYard, you can leave the studio and it still continues, and then you come back again. It doesn't
At least
interfere with your live stream.
I have three people
Where
to
if you were
talk.
doing just YouTube, yeah,
Mm.
but if you were doing YouTube, if your live stream was interrupted, you're out. Game over. So that's why I like using StreamYard. It's just it just keeps it going. If you have any difficulties with internet,
Simon, you should be
very
up.
handy.
You should be sleeping right now.
Well, Simon would be up early in the morning. I presume he'll come up now because the game that he was watching is over now. So
10
I don't
o'clock
know if it
ain't
went into injury time.
Oh,
Could
he'll
have gone
come
into
on.
injury. Well, it's over now anyway, but
Uh,
100% over
he can't
because
help
I had it on
himself.
the TV here. He'd probably come up on the panel fairly soon. He'd probably turn on his desktop, so that takes a bit of time. Unless it's on already, if he still keeps it on. I don't know if he still keeps it on anymore. But that's like he had it on for 7 years.
Well,
7
you
years
getting no booty
non-stop.
tank tonight.
What did you say, Tony?
I said Simon might as well come on here right now. He ain't getting no pootie tang tonight.
It's that hard food change time.
Maria's got a headache. Remember?
Yeah,
So he
yeah,
ain't getting.
migraine at that. Oh,
She got a migraine.
I didn't know it was possible for a man to give a woman a migraine. But hey, it's the UK, right?
Yeah. Well, it's still early over here anyway.
Early.
Well, that's what
Yeah, well, it's
10
10
o'clock
o'clock,
at night.
and
10
it's
o'clock
it's
ain't
it's
early.
it's it's starting to darken up now.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not early.
What do you
Yeah,
starting
but I
to
mean,
darken up now? What are
if
you
it's
saying?
dark outside, yeah, it's
Yeah, but it's only
nighttime. Dark.
2
I mean,
hours
you
from
could still
midnight.
go outside. You
Talking
wouldn't need forcing outside. You can still see a bit of daylight.
Right, it's still
Hi,
light, but it ain't lit.
oh, Panda, how are you? Good to see you back.
can't lie to. Who can't you lie to?
Who is the one we can't lie to? I don't know what you mean by that, Panda.
Yeah, probably Ronald. I'd say.
Well, they can lie to me. I wouldn't know it.
Yeah. And anyway, we're friends anyway, so we wouldn't do it anyway.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I need to lie.
Well, I wouldn't. I'll be straight up with you.
yeah. I don't beat around the bush either.
No, you're better off just telling the truth. And if you've done something wrong,
Well,
just admit it and get it over and done with. And it's water under the bridge.
Many people don't realize you have to account for everything you do in this world.
mm,
Hmm. Because if you lose trust in your friends, if your friends lose your trust, then you're not going to have you're not going to have a happy life, as they say, because nobody can survive without friends. I mean, I'm jealous of my mates over in Cyprus partying and going doing this and going doing that,
yeah.
and I can't do the same as them.
Simon wouldn't bet against what? Did you give her a migraine?
By the way, Simon, are you coming up on the panel this evening, or are you going to go to bed early tonight? Are you talking about me, Banda? Because you're not like saying exactly who you're talking about. And there's the names of the 3 people on the panel. So, because I don't know when you started this, you said, because you started off by saying hello, and then you said something else. Who is the
That's
one we can't lie to? So, I
that's
don't understand.
I lie to everybody but my friends and family. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
else gets the gas face.
no.
Yeah,
Bill
I
Lecter, you get a lie.
Just asking what?
don't
You
understand,
get a lie.
Banda, what you're trying to say.
You know how
Nobody.
English is not good.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, there's nobody lying here anyway, so everything's
Yeah,
up and up.
there you go.
Do you know what I fancy? I fancy an A&W root beer.
Oh, good thing you made it up and down gesture with what you were doing.
Mountain Dew, baby.
Do the do.
Anyway,
Uh, like
12
the
o'clock.
little strip, the little bush strip, or
It's nice.
uh,
Time for her to come
We
out.
lost
Start the
Tony,
cooking.
or we again. Oh, it's my side. I do not know.
Simon likes to beat
Tony, can
around.
you hear me? It's my side. Okay, I'm going to leave the studio.
There you go.
I gotta go. I'm cooking. might take this shirt off.
Oh, don't do that.
Come on, you didn't see these man titties before.
Yeah. This guy, one of my friends was driving. I was going one direction on the road, and he was turning onto it, and he he made this gesture like it with his hand right underneath his nipple, like that. Yeah, I'm looking at it laughing. We used to do all
We
kinds of
lost.
stuff to amuse ourselves. One guy used to turn on the driver's light over his head to look like a halo, like an angel, like Jesus. You know, like
Why?
Jesus. You get that
Yeah, I
light.
know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Why? Why would he? Why would
Well,
he
you
do that?
just to be goofy.
Really?
Oh, well, you ain't got you don't have a very meaningful conversation with anybody for 8 hours, 12 hours. So
Well, just to answer Simon's question there, he's not coming up tonight because if he did, he wouldn't get off. I'm actually going to kill this at 12
I
o'clock
don't.
anyway.
Well,
So,
you know what? I don't think he gets off tonight anyway.
no, what I mean, put it this way, I'm going to kill the feed at 12 my time because
Wow. Yeah.
there's a friend of mine that who Simon and Maria know, and she's based in Dubai. I said if I finish early my live stream, she'll come on tomorrow's live stream. So what I'm going to do tonight is kill it at 12 and then do a live stream tomorrow with her.
Oh,
So you guys are welcome to that.
it's not Hart, is
Chris,
it?
no, it's Christine.
Oh, I don't know.
She's her YouTube name is Tinamore.
Give me more.
No, Tin Amor.
Oh, okay.
TIN
Oh, I got you. Morning.
AMOR. That's
All
her
right.
YouTube channel name. And I said, because we were having a conversation there the other day, that if I finish my live stream early tonight, then she'll come on my live stream tomorrow night. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill it. I'm actually going to stop it in an hour and 45 minutes. So if you want to come up, Simon, come up because I will be killing it at 12.
What is the date?
100% I will be killing it.
My suit's ready.
Tony,
Yeah.
let's go get her. Was about to drop off into some urban slang talking about 100.
I can't. Didn't hear nothing. Break
Ronald,
it up.
your audio is not good.
Who's
Coach. I got pants too. What the hell? Email to inform me that your tailored garments are now ready. Well, I didn't know that. They weren't supposed to be ready till next week.
You just got a text from somebody?
Yeah, from the men's store called the Men's Warehouse. I
Okay.
went in there. I went in there and told I bought a suit for my daughter's wedding, and I went in there and told her I don't want to spend no more than 200. When I left there, I spent over 400. I got a tie. I bought my first expensive tie. It cost $80.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to learn how to tie it.
You're kidding. You don't know how to tie a tie?
Oh man, I always used clip-ons.
Oh my God.
You know why you use one for a clip-on when you're in the army
Yeah.
and when you're driving a bus? So if
Mhm.
somebody grabs that tie, they can't
Yeah.
choke the shit out of you. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That's true.
So
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. But I thought
the only one that could tie one or could show me is dead now. That was my dad. So I'll have to. Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Yep.
My brother taught me when they was getting ready for graduation back in the 70s.
What kind of knot am I looking to make here on a tie? It's one of those presidential ties.
You got to show me the shirt.
you have to show him the shirt, Tony.
Oh, this is a white regular. I can't show you the shirt because that's there too.
Well, you got to show me the collar because you can't put certain knots
Yeah,
on
I
certain shirts.
understand.
Say if you got a wide
I,
collared shirt.
I don't want to make that gigantic 70s knot.
Well,
No. You got a regular white shirt, button down.
Hey, we'll
You can
figure it
probably
out.
get away with a half winter.
We'll figure it out.
when's your daughter's wedding, Tony?
End of July.
Okay, in the
Ooh,
next month. Well, you
I'm
could
the only
practice.
black guy there.
You could practice between now and then, Tony.
Oh,
Get a
well,
YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. Watch it on Tie on YouTube,
we,
and teach yourself.
Ronald and I just said that.
Yeah, but maybe I misunderstood, or I had problems. No, I put it this way: I didn't actually hear you say anything about YouTube. It was me who said
Damn.
YouTube.
Ronald did specifically, but he's probably roboting when he said it.
Yeah, well,
No.
put it this way: this internet is not the best tonight because I've had to reboot a few times already, and I've only been doing it 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm having problems my end.
Because I'm going to take this shirt off.
No, Simon ain't coming on, huh?
Well, he'll be on Saturday anyway. No
You
problem.
don't get off every night, Simon. You're lying.
Yeah, he says he's getting off, and then he doesn't. He's usually there for another hour or two.
Tony,
Yeah.
this guy got a conversion van over here with a mini for the air conditioner hanging out the back.
Breaking up there. Sure moving the head around a lot, like a rooster.
It's hot in this motherfucker. It's hot. Ready to take the shirt off. Hold on. Okay.
I don't make no noose, man. I just want to wrap it around your neck and squeeze.
Tony.
I'm kidding. I kid because I care.
Yeah,
God. Making Cathy milkfish for dinner.
Oh,
She has it made.
milkfish. My brother-in-law used to sell that in the Philippines. That's a nice looking fish.
too many bones.
Yeah, they look good though.
Yeah, right.
In the Philippines, man, they don't take the head off or nothing. They throw that on the grill and burn the shit out of it.
Bloody fly.
Ain't no bacteria happening there, man. Their idea of grilling out is making everything black.
And then they eat the eyeball.
Yeah, man. Jesus.
I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
All right. My brother-in-law, the milkfish fisher, he used to have it good, man. He started doing stupid business deals, taking too much on. And then he wanted the only $1,000 I had. I said, no, I ain't going to do that. This guy was begging like an addict that was trying to get another hit or something.
Damn.
Oh, I'll give you a certain percentage. I'm like, no. I had 1,000. That's all I had. I'm not giving you everything I have at the time. Now, and beside that, how the hell would I even know if you were giving me 40%?
Right.
I can't help you hooked up with that dude that decided he wanted to have babies, so he went and got married to a woman.
Why? He can't have his own babies?
You know, the guy, first time I met him, well, they're all good folks, you know, but I knew what he was. You know, I said, don't you have a girlfriend? He said, my only love is Jesus. I said, okay.
Oh, Lord.
He said, do you love my sister? I said, I wouldn't have come 8,500 miles if I didn't.
All right. Well, that's how Jesus got here.
So he didn't know I knew what. See, my wife's doctor, her last name was Bustos, and Filipino, and her and her husband are doctors. And my brother-in-law didn't know that I knew the word for rude, you know,
Bastos.
Bastos.
There it says. You gotta go in the back or in the front. Hold on.
Tiny. Yeah, you do that, Simon. See if you get away with that.
What are you talking about?
Tiny. Hey, I'm gonna tie you to that tree and tie you up and smother spread honey all over you. Let the ants have at you. Jesus and kid, fish taste like mud.
Ooh, now the breeze comes. Take off my shirt, no breeze. Here come the breeze. I put my
You
shirt
went,
back on.
you went to the Asian market store?
Now this is one of those grocery outlet cheap
Okay,
bargain markets.
like Aldi's or something.
They got lots of no brand name stuff. You fix it? It's getting hot now. Time to go.
My son will be coming over another 40 minutes or so. 45. Then I'll have to get off for a while. Gotta give him his tongue lashing for being a bad boy. Oh man, my back hurts, man. I got up off the couch yesterday, went over to visit my mom and my aunties and uncle, and I went to get up, man. I had to spend a few moments to
Time I've been sitting there.
get the back willing to move along with me.
Hey, Simon, if you come up on the panel and tell me what time you want me to kick you off, I'll kick you off at that time. So then that makes sure that you're definitely gone. Because I will stop the broadcast at 12 o'clock. Because Christine, because I communicate with her, saying if I finish this live early tonight, that she'll come up on my live panel tomorrow night. So that will be interesting. We'll have a lady on the panel.
Yeah, I got one with holes in it too. A blue one.
I think there's soy sauce and garlic.
Mm-hmm.
What about the bones, Craig? Oh shit! Cramp.
Pan fried.
I got one in there, but I don't need it when I'm in the house. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. But when you go somewhere like this,
I'm outside and warm up. Everybody thinking I'm just warming up.
Ronald Tony, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was saying Ronald's audio is not good this evening at all. Are you hearing him?
He's on his way home.
Yeah, but usually it's good when he's driving.
Boneless fillets, huh?
So
I gotta go get some water, man.
uh-huh.
Starting to
Go
get
for
muscle.
Boneless fillets. I'm not a fish eater at all, or seafood. I don't. I had a accident when I was a kid with a fish bone, and that's why I don't eat fish. But don't get me wrong, I've had fish and chips from a fish shop, chipper as we call them over here, and they're supposed to be boneless, so I haven't had any bones in any of those. But to be honest with you, I don't eat fish at all. Any seafood. Okay, Simon's heading off.
Mm.
So we'll say good night to you, Simon. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, man.
Surprised Gear hasn't come up now because he said to me, we had a telephone conversation there the other day,
Who?
that he said Gear said he was going to come up after the game. Unless he's watching the after, when the guys have chat about the actual game, a post chat. So he could be watching that, because otherwise, I'm surprised he hasn't come up now, because the game is over half an hour ago.
What game is that?
Anyway, like I said, I'm going to end the game that was on, that I told you about.
It's been a
France
while.
and all right, so France. Oh, I can't check because it's not on the TV anymore. So even the post thing is finished. Anyway, I don't even know who was playing anyway. Well, France was playing somebody else, but I don't know who won. Craig likes catfish. Mississippi is the main producer of farm-raised catfish in the world. Oh, okay. Anyway, it's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea whatsoever. Thought you were going to bed, Simon. Thought you were getting off. We got served whole fried fish when we were kids. We warned about the bones. If I had to take... Well, I just got a scare. I got a bone caught in the back of my throat as a young child, and that was it.
So
That was me
you're
finished.
watching porn.
Yeah. It could be, or it could be, I don't know. It's a bit
No,
too
he said
early.
you're watching porn.
No, he says gear.
Yeah. Yeah. You go in the mind, I could make up my mind with a look at. All right, I was having some cramps there in my back and my shoulder this time. That stuff hurts. Here you are.
Yeah, I
There
came
he
back. I had
is.
to.
His ears must have been burning. Footy, is that some name of some
Football.
underground?
It's just no soccer, footy. That's what they call it in Ireland and UK. Here's Gear. How are you, Gear?
I'm just finished watching football and then making myself a wrap.
We're all not as deluded as Simon.
I not like the little Simon. I only have porn on his brain.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna sleep with a boner tonight.
You would have thought he got enough at home, but obviously not.
Yeah. Well, he gave Maria migraine, so.
Okay, what was the result? It was France and who else were playing?
France, Portugal 2-2, and Germany, Hungary 2-2.
Everybody seems to be getting drawers.
Let's take a break here. My son's here.
Good matches, and then England. So England gets Germany in the quarterfinal on Tuesday at Wembley.
Oh, okay.
It was
Tony
changing
just
all the time during the match. But
right. No, I didn't. I had to. I turned the TV on channel to the match there a while ago.
hi, Craig.
Home
Sorry,
as
mate.
well. So when the match finished at 10 o'clock, then I
Okay.
figured that you were watching the interview after post game
Mm. Mm.
interview.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing, Tony?
He's just arrived at the house, so he's muted himself.
Who's out driving? Ronald.
Oh, that's Ronald. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got one of his Filipino friends with him. He's doing an Uber, as they say.
He's doing a Grab or maybe a Uber.
Uber. He's doing an Uber. One of his Ubers. Nice weather where he is, anyway, compared to
Yeah.
what we're having here. How is the weather over in the UK today?
Today was quite okay.
Today, overcast all day. We had a couple of showers, but it wasn't too cold.
Okay.
But other than that, a typical
No,
Irish day.
it was quite warm here today. It was shifting between. It was shifting between being overcast and
Sunny.
sunny. Yeah.
Yeah, we had fog here earlier on. You couldn't even see Hoth in the distance.
Oh, okay.
So we actually had fog here. Like there wasn't fog here at the house, but South County Dublin, you couldn't even see it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not interested in the quality gear.
Qualifying.
Qualifying. All right. I thought he was saying quality or
Oh,
quantity.
no.
Anyway,
He has
Simon,
good quality. He has good quality. He just doesn't take advantage of it.
as they say, each to their own.
Exactly.
Each to their own. Simon, you might as well come up on the panel because I mean, I will be ending the broadcast at 12 o'clock because I want to get Christine on the panel, up on the panel if I finish early tonight. So that's why I'm going to end the broadcast at 12 o'clock tonight. If I go into like what I did last Saturday night into 14 hours, I won't. I'll be just talked out by Sunday. So I'm going to end the broadcast at 12 tonight. Just do a 4-hour gig, as they say, and then do a live with Christine tomorrow night. So that's the plan.
Who's Christine?
She's a friend of Simon's and Maria's.
Okay.
She's based in Dubai. She's an OFW. She has her own YouTube channel.
Okay.
She goes by the name of Tina Moore.
Mm.
And I was on her panel there the other day, and I said, "Are you still off work Thursday?" Because I was hoping to get her up on the panel Wednesday, meaning tonight. But she said that she's working Thursday, but she's off Friday, Saturday. So I said, okay, if I finish early Wednesday night, would you be interested in coming up on the panel on Thursday night? And she said, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Hey, Michael. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Welcome.
So our other friend, does he still have the hump or what?
Sorry, I didn't understand you. You have food in your mouth.
Oh. Said of other friend, does he still have the hump?
What I'll do is when I finish this live, I'll end the broadcast, but you guys stay in the background, and I'll explain to you what the situation is.
No. Okay.
Fair enough. I just don't want to talk it live on here.
No. I understand. I understand.
So I had said to Tony, whatever, and Ronald that when I
Okay.
finish the broadcast, we'll do a private thing ourselves afterwards.
Mhm.
But you weren't here at the time, so you didn't know.
Okay.
So that's what we'll do after. And I'll
Tony always
explain the situation then, what the situation is, as far as I
oh,
see it.
no. Tony always lets you speak, Simon.
But like,
Just don't speak
Mike,
the pigeon. Just don't speak the pigeon language. Hmm.
Tony's not even there, Simon. So you can come up in the panel because his son has arrived at his house, so he could be gone for ages. So you might as well come up now, and I can always mute him, like I muted somebody else the other day.
Simon.
Oh, we lost Ronald. Simon, you might as well come up. Come on, don't be a chicken. Chicken, buck, 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 buck.
He's not a chicken, he's a pigeon.
We'll have to ban all these. We'll have to ban all these girls tomorrow. No, I'm not gonna ban anybody. I have no intentions of banning anybody. Unless somebody misses.
I caught Maria's live stream half time between the football match, which kicked off at 5 o'clock. And
yeah, I was asleep at that time.
And Simon, yeah, but I couldn't hear what she was saying because there was so much wind noise in the car. Anyway, Simon was so flush of money that he actually sent his wife a super chat for £4.99 and gave them £1.49 to Google rather than wait until she got home and give it. So I don't know why he's sponsoring Google with 30%, but anyway.
Well, he could have sent it by PayPal. I'm sure Maria's got PayPal and he's got PayPal, like I do, because I always purchase my stuff through PayPal, just in case.
Why would Simon send Maria his own wife a super sticker and give £1.49 to Google when he could have just given her the cash when he's home? That was my point.
Yeah, but also, as far as the algorithm is concerned, it helps with the channel.
Okay.
Kind of gives it a boost.
Oh.
In some way, I could be totally wrong. I'm just using common sense, kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, I think if somebody sends a super chat to somebody, it gives a plus to the actual person receiving the money.
Yeah.
So that's just a guess. I'm only just using my own logic for that. I could be totally wrong, but because I haven't been doing this long enough, I'm just giving a wild guess. Yes, but yeah, it is kind of a waste giving Google 30%. There you go. But I mean, if it does actually work and gives his wife channel a bit of a boost, it's kind of worth it in the end, don't you think, Gear?
With 3 people watching.
I don't know who was actually watching, so I wasn't there. I was asleep.
I was.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I saw the notification on my phone when I woke up. See, I didn't wake up till 20 to 8.
Well, did you have a siesta today?
Yeah, I had a food coma. I had hamburger helper today.
Okay.
My old man went shopping yesterday, so I said, "Could you grab me a couple of packs of mints?" Because I only needed one packet of mints for this, but he actually got me 3. So I put, and the packages say like there's 1 kilo per packet,
Oh yeah.
because you only use a pound of beef with 1 packet of hamburger helper. So I actually used 2 packets of a hamburger helper. So I've got hamburger helper for tomorrow. I don't even have to cook tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Just stick it in the microwave.
So what did you make out of the mints?
Hamburger helper.
Oh, hamburger. Okay.
Yeah, do you remember I was saying that I ordered these American products there a couple of
Oh
weeks
yeah,
ago?
yeah, I remember.
And I got them the following week. They
Okay.
were supposed to arrive on the Saturday, but they didn't actually get to me till Thursday. But got a letter from the post office, because when I went to the post office on the Thursday, I said, "Well, do you guys not have the PIN number for the gate to get in?" And they said, actually, it wasn't one of their drivers. It was the box was being delivered from the central office in city centre,
Yeah.
and they won't. And the guy explained to me they will not take somebody's PIN number for their gate. So what they do is, because I said to him, "Well, if I order off these guys again, is this going to happen again?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, fair enough." So you get a card from your postman the next morning, and then you just go by the next day and collect it. So I said, because I mean, I don't need to order for a long while, but in the future, that's the way it's going to work out, because they won't take the PIN number for the gate. Because as you know, this is a private road. It's electric gates. You need a PIN number to get in. So if the courier doesn't have the PIN number, he can't get in.
Oh, okay.
But my number is, I checked on the box. My number was on the box, like in the printed section, with, name and address and then the telephone number.
Yeah.
I said, why couldn't he just call my mobile number? But I didn't think to ask the postmaster guy at the center up the road from here. Anyway, I put it this way, it's going to happen again in the future anyway.
Okay, so Simon says that yes, Gary, because when you monetize, you have to reach a threshold or you get demonetized. When you're monetized, you have to earn $60 a month for a year, or YT. I don't understand what it means by that. If you
YouTube.
don't,
YT is YouTube.
no, for YouTube. Okay, if you don't, then you get demonetized. So the first 60 goes to them. Okay, but if Maria is monetized and is running ads on her stuff, so she has not enough views to make $60 in AdSense. Okay, whatever. I understand what he's saying, but
well, I'm a long off. I'm up to just over 1,700 hours.
what do you need
viewing.
4,000?
4,000. 4,000 hours of viewing, and I'm over 1,700. So I've reached over the 15 or over 50% threshold, but I still have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers.
I don't understand why YouTube do that. I mean, it's silly. Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. You can have 10 subscribers and get a lot of views anyway.
Yeah,
Number one.
I'm over. I have to check how many views.
Yeah, and number two, if I was YouTube, I would monetize every damn channel which is out there, because YouTube then make money as well, and especially if they take the first $60, it means that if they monetize all these small channels, they will make $60 of all of them, before they even paid out any money, so it wouldn't be any stress for them either. I never understand why they do that stuff.
My data has been acting up all night.
I saw that
I
earlier.
had to reboot 5-6 times now.
Okay.
So so if I get cut off, I apologize for that. But at least you're still in the room anyway. Nothing I can do about it.
No, so,
This is the first time, usually with the data, that I've had problems. But
yeah,
I'm
I saw
having
that
problems.
earlier. So did you manage to go out yesterday?
I've lost you again now. Nice. I'm gonna back now.
Yeah, you're back now. Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually changed it over to the house internet now. So
Oh, okay.
maybe this will work for a while. I don't know. Gear, you need to get thousands of views and then the ads will earn it. That's how it works, I guess.
Yeah, I know how that works. I mean, you get the average depending on where your viewers come from, but you can average out about $4 per thousand views. So you need to make $60. You need 60 divided by 4.
Are you doing a calculation there, Gear?
Yeah, that's just, to make.
Yeah, I just read you're in business, who wins? Google. I mean, they pay for it. They have, I mean, it's a free platform to us, but I mean, it has to be updated and they have to keep an eye on it and they have to do this and they have to do that. And employees get their salaries and there's insurance, there's public liability. I mean, there's
I
so
mean,
many different things.
the bandwidth, and all of the equipment they need in storage capacity and everything is enormous. And all the data centers they need around as well. It costs shitloads of money. Shitloads.
So they have to make an income somehow.
So,
So they get 30% of everything that anybody earns, which is a lot of money, especially if they've got a lot of big, what do you call it, channels. I mean,
yeah, but I think when you get to bigger channels, I think they negotiate with the bigger channels to keep them on YouTube. So I think they have better deals.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I've seen, I don't follow them. I've seen a few kids. I mean, Jesus, man, they own their own houses. They got sports cars in the driveways.
Yeah, but it's not all
mean,
on AdSense. There's a lot
I know it's not all in that sense. I mean, they're getting sponsored by other people,
of
other
sponsors,
companies.
PayPal, and other revenue sources outside of YouTube as well.
Absolutely. I mean, put it this way: if you've got a good YouTube channel, even Airbnb give you a cut of every person that you connect with Airbnb. So say like if you've got, we'll say 100, just for instance, hypothetical, if you've got 100 subscribers and 50 people join up to Airbnb and you get 10% of everything that when they book a place, that's a nice chunk of change. Do you know what I mean? Because it gives you the option on the Airbnb to do that. I've seen it on my account.
Yeah, but that's not affiliate program.
Pardon?
That's an affiliate program, so you get a percentage of of the earnings of Airbnb.
Yeah, what you get of the people that join through you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they book a hotel, especially if they book, say, like a 5-star hotel, the person who put them through gets credit to their account.
Yeah, it's called an affiliate program.
Hmm. So I know a channel that is doing that. In fact, I know
No, just
two channels that are doing that.
what tons of
So
affiliate programs. I mean, if you put affiliate links to all kinds of other products on the channels and so forth, you get a kickback as well if anybody buys through the link.
hmm so it's good. It's good in everybody's pockets. I
So
mean,
basically, end of the day, you need on AdSense alone, you need to have probably, depending on where your traffic comes from, you need to have an average of 15,000 views a month to make $60.
yeah, thereabouts. Yeah,
Yeah, they're about.
yeah. So I mean,
America pays American advertisers pay almost twice as much per thousand views as UK advertisers.
right.
And if you have a lot of reviews from India and Philippines and whatever, you make like less than a buck a thousand views.
Mm,
With American advertisers, you can make as high as $9,
mm-hmm,
nine
mm-hmm,
fifty per thousand views.
mm-hmm. True, true. Also, I got told there recently because I've been buying stuff off Amazon. I'm paying the 10% EU tax. So I recently did another purchase there recently, and I just changed the area country on my account to Germany, and I didn't have to pay the 10% EU tax because it was more expensive to buy it from the UK than it was from Germany. And I
Yeah.
get one item delivered on Saturday, and another item being delivered next week.
Mm-hmm.
It was cheaper than buying it through the Amazon in the UK. And I've never actually done that before because I have been paying the last couple of times paying the 10% EU tax, and I'm wondering. So my sister actually uses Amazon for a lot of stuff that she buys
Was
for
it free?
herself and kids, and
Was it
she
free
said, "Well,
shipping?
why don't you? Why?" No, it wasn't free shipping. I don't pay the 10% EU tax because UK, you guys are out of the European Union now.
Mm-hmm.
So anything I buy there through Amazon, I have to pay 10% EU tax.
Yeah.
So I'm buying from Amazon Germany, and I don't have to pay that.
I used to do
Now
it all the time.
yeah, well, I mean, that's just it. But you've got Amazon there, so you're not paying the tax anyway. So
I'm not.
we
No.
don't, we don't
Well, I mean,
have.
I'm paying VAT, obviously.
Yeah. Well, you're paying that, but if you were buying, if you were an EU country and you were buying, say, United States, you'd have to pay 10% EU tax, correct?
Only when you purchase above there is a certain amount which is tax free. If it's 20 quid or 30 pounds or whatever, then you don't have to pay any taxation.
Well, the things that I got 400,
Yeah.
so I bypassed, including delivery is 402 euros, something like that.
I used to do something very clever, and I still do it well, I mean, not in the pandemic because I can't travel. But if I go to Norway, I
Mm-hmm.
buy shit and I get an invoice for it.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm buying it on export, I get the VAT back
Yeah.
in Norway before I travel to England. And
Mm-hmm.
when I buy stuff in England. If I want something expensive in England, I buy it and use my Norwegian passport, and I get the English VAT back when I travel out back to Norway.
Yeah, you might as well. You might
Yeah,
as well. Absolutely.
bloody hell.
Yep. I mean, do you have an English passport? Do you ever go for citizenship?
No,
No.
would never do that.
You just got residency there? Is that the way it works?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I could have got my citizenship in England a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've been there a lot
You
of
only
years.
need, you only need to live here 5 years before you can get apply for. But for me, it's much better to be a Norwegian citizen and have a non-domicile status in the UK.
Right. So do you reckon you'll see your end of days there in the UK, or will you go ever back to Norway?
I don't know. I mean, Norway, maybe not, but back to
Maybe
Spain
somewhere
again.
warmer.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
At some point.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd like to do the same, but this medication thing is a pain in the ass. Which reminds, I forgot to take earlier. I usually take my meds at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. I take morning, lunch, and evening.
Do you? I take just a morning and dinner. One of my tablets, I take it at night time instead of at lunchtime.
Hmm.
It's that important of a tablet, so it doesn't affect my heart. It's for something else. So I don't bother taking it at lunchtime.
No,
But
some
I
of the
did.
heart medicines. I mean, some of the heart
Yeah.
medicines you should take in the morning, and some I take
Oh, I
before
take.
you go to bed because
Yeah.
they should be taken in the evening before you go to bed.
Yeah. I take 13 tablets in the morning, and I take 3 at night.
I take 3 at night as well.
Yeah. Like there are 2 heart pills there. One is very
Mm.
small, you can't really see it. One is a bit bigger. Don't ask
Yeah.
me what they are because I don't know. And then I take another tablet for something else.
I'm taking the atorvastatin, 80 milligram in the evening, and the Nicorandil and what's the last one? Aspirin in the morning always.
Mm-hmm.
Atorvastatin, bisoprolol I take in the evening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have the names of mine here, but I can't even pronounce them. I can't even
not easy to pronounce.
pronounce them. I think I showed you one time what I was taking, didn't I?
Okay, Simon.
The
Sleep well.
ones that I was on before going. Simon, take care. Have a good one.
Sleep well, Simon.
11 o'clock. He should have come up on the because Tony's still away. He's still muted. He's still there with his son, I'd say. So just you and
You're
me here,
breaking up.
and 5 people in
Yeah,
the
you're
background.
breaking.
They haven't
You're
identified
breaking up.
themselves. Am I? There. Okay, I'll be back in a second. I'll leave the studio, reboot. Okay, how's that?
Try to talk.
Pardon?
Yeah, okay. Just checking
Oh,
if because you're breaking up a lot. So
okay. If I break up in the future, can you let me know?
yeah.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Just terrible internet
Mm.
here this evening. The phone was just, I don't know what's wrong with the internet tonight on that, because that's normally good. But I'm not using that now. I'm giving the phone a break at the moment.
Good night, Simon.
Good night,
Say good
Simon.
night.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Take care, buddy.
And even Ronald was having problems with his internet getting cut off. He's been cut off a few times. Normally, his when he's doing a drive with the phone, there's no problems. But for some reason
No,
today,
he disappeared earlier.
yeah, we lost him a bunch of times. So
Oh, okay.
it wasn't just a couple of times. He's been on, off, on, off, on, off, because when he first came on the live stream, he was in the car, so he hasn't even been home yet.
Oh, okay.
So he started using his laptop first when he was on first. Then there was
Yes.
problems with that, and then he went to his phone, and there's been audio problems and video problems and on, off. So I guess he's giving his phone a break, as they say. So how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
More to say. I'm taking my kids out tomorrow evening for a meal.
Mm-hmm. Going anywhere nice?
No, well, yeah, the food is good. It's just like a local uh, hotel restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like we got like 3 stars or 4 stars in the TripAdvisor. It's in the high street here where I live. It's called the Lion.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. They got good food. It's cozy in the sort of pub slash restaurant, and they got rooms as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a small hotel with restaurant and bar.
Right. But you're not staying there tomorrow because you said it was very close by the house.
Yeah, no, it's just literally 5 minute walk.
Oh, pretty handy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you know, because you weren't on the live stream earlier, that came up. I saw a notification on my phone that they're thinking of not opening next month here in Ireland.
Where? Oh, in Ireland.
The
Okay.
restaurants. Yeah. Do you remember I told you that they were going to do indoor dining and whatever in July?
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like it might not be happening.
Okay. I mean, here, I think the latest is that they are still on track for the 19th of July. You know, they pushed it back like 3 weeks or a month, but it was meant to be the 16th of June, and
Mm-hmm.
but now they say they're on track for the 19th of July, and
Mm-hmm.
Scotland like the first week of August, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a possibility here now from what I read. I only read the notification. I didn't actually go into the mirror and read the whole thing. But it says we're on kind of like thin ice about opening up in July.
Beside of travel restrictions, Norway is pretty much all open now. I mean, they're down to like 120 cases a day or something, which is like nothing.
How many people in Norway? Do you mind me
About
asking?
five,
5 million?
5.1 million. 5.1 million. So it's a
So
little bit
basically-
more than Ireland.
Yeah, but not much. And we've had the strictest controls here out of all of Europe, and we're still in a mess.
Yeah, how many new cases are registered on a daily basis in Ireland?
Okay, I'll tell you. Give me a second. I'll go into the website. Yesterday, 294 cases, 0 deaths.
Yeah.
That was yesterday's figures. They haven't listed today's.
Yeah, I think yesterday's in Norway was like 122 and 0 death.
Mm-hmm. We've got no hospital admissions. This is yesterday's stats now. Hospital admissions 0, hospital discharges 0, 41 confirmed cases, ICU 1, admission 1, ICU discharge, and ICU confirmed cases 13. So that's basically it. They did 129,535 tests completed. Positive rate 2.4%. So that's the story there.
Yeah.
On yesterday's stats now, as they say. Tomorrow's will come up later, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, Dennis is still there. I thought he was gone because I hadn't seen any of his texts in a good while.
So Norway have now done 3.7 million vaccinations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many of those are only one time or 2 times, but
Do you know how many they've done here? First dose, 1,408,000. Second dose, 514,000. And we've basically got the same population, and you guys have done more vaccinations than we have. I mean, how stupid! Not Pfizer. They've given out 1,278,000. Moderna 90,000, and Astra 553,000. And they've only done like 1,408,000 first dose, and 514 have got the second dose. I mean, for fuck's sake, this country is so far behind. It's fucking stupid. Unbelievable. And we've been locked down basically since last year.
yeah.
Travel restrictions. We had travel restrictions since December. 5 kilometers for 5 months. For 5 months, we were only able to go 20 kilometers there about a month or so ago.
I can't understand why it's such
I don't know. I really don't know. I just don't understand what's going on here.
such an industrialized country like and you know like the Republic of Ireland. It's not that difficult. I mean, it's few people, good economy, everything. I can't believe that they haven't got everybody vaccinated. Vaccinated yet.
Yeah.
I mean, or everybody who wants to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know who's saying who doesn't want it, and I don't know who's saying they want it. So, I mean, it's none of my business. But whoever wanted it done, and if it's, I mean, we've got over 5 million people here. We just say half the population want to have it, okay? So we'll say 2.5 million. How come we haven't got 2.5 million people given their vaccine? They haven't had their shots already. Why? Put it this way: the prime minister that we have now, he's in charge, right? The
Yeah.
prime minister before him is his deputy prime minister, because another government body called Sinn Féin had most of the votes, but they didn't have the pull in the house and all this kind of stuff. So Fianna
Mhm.
Fáil and Fine Gael got together to put the other guy in power because they didn't want to have the Sinn Féin girl as prime minister of Ireland.
Okay.
But she has a say in what's going on in the government, but she doesn't have the end say. Your man has the end say, and the guy that's deputy prime minister hated the guts of the prime minister, but because they didn't want this girl in from Sinn Féin to be prime minister, they banded together to
I
push her
thought
out
Sinn
as
Féin
prime
was
minister.
more. No, I don't follow Irish politics at
No,
all,
either do I really. But she
but
had most of the votes. She had most of the votes. But
I thought
whatever.
Sinn Féin was like in Northern Ireland and not in the Republic.
No. They're down here. They're
Oh,
down here. Since the war stopped, they're down here.
oh.
Since the agreements that was drawn up
So
when
therefore,
When Clinton. Yes,
therefore
yes,
reunion.
yeah. Since Clinton helped with the ceasefire up the north, Sinn Féin had their party was allowed
Okay.
to be down here. So they've had a say, but I mean, Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil hated each other, and now they're friends. So they keep the other girl out. Sinn Féin. I mean, how because Sinn Féin Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, they ain't been doing a good job either way. So this other party, which is new to down here, hasn't had a chance, to prove what they say they were going to do with the country and whatever.
Okay.
They just don't want. Like this lady was never a part of the IRA. Do you know what I mean? There's
It's
nothing
over.
ever been said bad about her. Yes, Sinn Féin is the politics of the IRA, but there's no war. There's no people getting executed. There's no people, disappearing. There's no bombings going on anymore and all. It's all stopped basically. Yes, the IRA are still around. There's no,
Yeah, but
murderers.
so are the loyalists as well.
Yeah. So I mean, the IRA don't like loyalists, and the loyalists don't like the IRA, but they're not killing
I
each
mean, there was
other
a
every day.
little. It's not that long ago. There was a little bit of action up in Belfast or in
Yeah,
Northern
but
Ireland again between
it's yeah,
IRA
but it's
or the loyalists.
but it's very very tiny compared to what it was.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I
if they,
used.
it's kind of like they're blowing off steam. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
They get to
listen,
point thing. I mean, put it this way: I hope it never comes back to war again. I really do. I really,
listen,
really, really do.
I lived in central London or in West
Mhm.
End during the 90s and early
Mhm.
2000s when there was, you know, IRA bump scares almost monthly just around Mayfair. I mean, around Davis Street where I used to live, we were told to go to the back of the flat because there was IRA bump scare.
Mhm.
I lived through all of that in London.
Mhm. So I mean, there's not that anymore now.
No, it's not.
So like hopefully this agreement, because I wasn't too sure, like when the UK was leaving the European Union, was going to start off again. And if they put a border, I can tell you this: if they did put a border up there again, that would have
Mm.
we'd be back in a war again. I'm telling you, it would happen. It would happen, and I don't wish that. So they didn't do anything to put up
That was a
anything.
part of that was a part of
It's part of the agreement.
yeah, but that's the part of the
Free
problem at the
travel.
moment. That's a part of the
See,
problem.
yeah, but I
That's a,
mean, there's
that's a
still
part.
I don't know if there's these checkpoints up by the border because they're trying to stop people from going across the border or not. I don't know. And it's not if there is police presence at the border.
No, but I mean the trade deal with open borders between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland is what is causing all the trouble with supplies of food from mainland UK into Northern Ireland now, with all the extra paperwork and all the bollocks. That's why there has been a lot of hassle in the past 6-7 months about getting for the Tesco's and everything up in Northern Ireland to get the products in, because they get stopped up, even if it's UK, because of the trade deal which was made to also keep the borders open between Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. That's which has caused all the problem with export and import into Northern Ireland from mainland UK.
Put it this way, it should be letting, like, if to stop these kind of like lines of trucks being stopped and checked and all that kind of stuff. They should have just if the driver has paperwork for the delivery going straight to the north, fine, let him go. Instead of holding them back and doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
No, but it's not that they're getting held back. It's just all the requirements of the new paperwork, which is killing the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be pluses and minuses and everything. One of my mates who was very strong on leaving the European Union, I said to him, okay, you're going to leave the European Union. There's a possibility, and I'm saying just a possibility because we didn't know what the situation was going to be. You might need a visa to go to such and such country where you didn't before. Every time you go to apply for a visa, you're going to have to pay the embassy some money just to get that visa, where before you could freely travel to that country. Plus, when you've got goods coming in and out of Ireland or whatever, there's going to be holders and all this kind of stuff. There's going to be paperwork and all this kind of stuff, extra paperwork. Is it worth it? Maybe in the long run, maybe in the short term. Who knows? I don't know.
In Norway has never been a member of EU, but we through EFTA, and Switzerland hasn't either. But through EFTA, we have all the same rules. So we never needed a visa to go to England or to go to any other EU country and whatever have you.
Yeah, but this deal that was done years ago. This is a new deal between England and the European Union.
But the point is that sooner rather than later, England will have the same status as the EFTA countries.
Okay, we've got a lady coming up with a question that just joined in. She lives up in Northern Ireland, and she says there is still trouble. And a bomb under a policewoman's car a few weeks ago. Wow.
Yeah, I read about that. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't been watching the news, so I didn't know that.
Okay.
And I didn't see anything coming up, notification on my phone to state something like that. But Mary, is there a lot of problems happening up in Northern Ireland that it's not being televised through the news or something that we're not hearing about? Because I mean, your boots on the ground, as they say. But is there more stuff in the background that's not being reported?
As soon as there is anything happening, even the tiniest little bit, we hear about it here in England straight away.
Yeah, but I'm not watching the Sky News, so I don't know.
No, but I mean, it's on not on Sky, it's like BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5.
Yeah, well, I'm not watching any of them.
No.
Even though we have them here, but I haven't been watching them.
No, but I would guess it should be the same on the state-run TV channels.
I don't even watch that either.
There you go. That's why.
I only read what comes up on my phone from the say like the Daily Mirror, the what else? I got a few newspapers on this. I got the Daily Mirror, the Mail Online, and the Irish Times.
Hmm.
So when I get notifications on those, I read those. But I haven't read anything about anything really, because it's
Listen,
kind of like the same news all the time anyway.
it's still such a hot potato. The whole thing that as soon as anything happens, it's plastered over the news. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if it's like minute, but you know that the bomber under the policewoman's car a few weeks ago. That's what I related to when I was speaking. When I told you that there was a few incidents not long ago
Right.
up in
Up
Northern
north.
Ireland.
So that's what you meant by.
Yeah.
And like I said, I haven't been following, so there you go. That's the story there.
Mm.
Tony must be having a long visit with his son. So, hey, do you want to call this? Because we've only got like a half an hour left, or do you want to continue? I don't mind, up to you.
No, that's okay, mate. I have a call to me. I just got a notification a couple of minutes ago that a certain person is awake and is
Gotcha.
going to work in half an hour. So I normally speak with that person prior to she going off to work.
No problem. I know who you're talking about anyway, so that's fair enough. I totally understand. If you want to hang on there for a second, and I'm just going to end, say goodnight to everybody, and then I just want to talk to you for a second backstage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'll call you
Is that
on
all right,
what?
Gear?
I'll call you on WhatsApp.
Okay, well, I'll end this broadcast and then I'll give you a bell on WhatsApp. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Gear.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Mary, Dennis, thank
everybody
you
else.
for stopping by. Craig,
Have a good evening.
Simon, if you're still there, I don't know. I know you said you went to bed. Michael, thank you for stopping by. Just ending the broadcast a little early tonight because it's pretty quiet. So thank you guys for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. And if you'd like the chat tonight, give us a thumbs up. If there's anything, if you want to give me a thumbs down, that's fair enough. If you want to leave a comment, that would be great. Positive or negative, I'll read it. I appreciate everybody stopping by and having a listen to us having a chat this evening. I don't normally do Wednesday evenings. I always do my Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. So the next broadcast will be on Saturday, definitely. But possibly I might have a broadcast tomorrow with a friend of mine from Dubai. If she'll be able to come up on the panel, I'll do a live tomorrow night. Anyway, thank you for stopping by and appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, Mary, for stopping by. I appreciate it. I haven't seen you here before, so thank you. I appreciate it. Good night, everybody.